Has a more perfect song ever been made? Welcome, everybody, to the first official race of the HTCC. Are we looking good? Are we sounding good? Is everything working? Do I have a robot voice? Am I auto-tuned? We're here. We're here. Vlad, thank you for bringing it in. It's happening. Yeah, I was deciding what to do for the opening music, and I've got a folder of like DMCA safe music to go through, and for whatever reason Daytona's in there, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And Anyway, welcome everybody to the HTCC. This might be a bit familiar to some of you. We did run a beta season. And we've made some tweaks, we've made some changes. Hopefully all are good changes. Hopefully they're all refinements, minor little things here and there, some small things, some big things, but overall the show should be running smoother. That is the goal, that is the hope. We made the screen bigger in the background. That's one of the minor improvements that we did make. And then, yeah, hopefully the cast should be... We started to get it towards the back of the beta season, but hopefully things will be a little bit more locked in this time. I am running a completely new casting system, and this will be my first time using it officially, but it's also much more user-friendly. We did test it out a bit yesterday, and it seems to be running smooth, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the entire upgrade budget, guys, everyone who donated to the Patreon, you guys just got me a bigger screen. you just let me pay for a bigger TV in the background. But anyway, for anybody that is new or wants to know info, the HTCC is the Horizon Touring Car Cup. It says it right down there. And it is our competitive racing league in Forza Horizon 5. It's run using two cars right now, the two touring cars in the game, the number 100 Lincoln Co. 03 and the number 20 MG6 X-Power, which are both like actual TCR spec race cars. And the league was kind of born out of both of those. And they're fun cars. They're very different from a lot of the other stuff that's in Forza. At least in Horizon, and so kind of right away we knew we wanted to do something with them, and this is what it ended up being. Yeah, the MG6, MG Power, MGX 6 Power. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ami, for that. But yeah, it's been a huge project over, it's literally been 6+ months at this point of work, between a pretty small team of my mods and then getting some help from people all over. Obviously, we've got the FIDA badge right in the front there. We're using the FIDA ELO system, which is fairly new and extremely exciting. They helped us kind of get things off the ground. We've had some help from a lot of the Racing Haven staff. We've had people come in from kind of all other walks of life, all other walks of the Forza scene. Yeah, Yo-Yo, everyone, big claps for Yo-Yo, for getting that whole thing going. And, yeah, it's kind of just come together to create this. And like I said, we ran a beta season, and the beta season went pretty well. It helped us kind of iron out some kinks, but overall, as a whole, things did actually run fairly smoothly. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, things are going to continue to run smoothly for the first season here. Yeah, that's kind of the hope. The beta season was a blast. We have a lot of returning faces and a lot of new faces. And by the way, thank you guys for coming in with the boost. I appreciate it. I put it to the side a little bit, but hey, Perk bringing it in, Bachelor bringing it in as well. But yeah, so the structure for the day, basically the way we're going to run these is there are 6 total splits that are being raced. So anybody can sign up, anybody can qualify, but we limit it to 6 race splits. And then just to make sure, we don't make sure people are available for like 8 hours. We don't want to ask people to be available for like 8-hour plus windows. And then also just from a streaming standpoint of kind of making sure things don't get too repetitive, we stream 3 of those splits. Obviously, everyone else is welcome to cast their own splits. You can probably see other splits being run dotted throughout Twitch at the moment. But yeah, officially on the cast here, the way we do it is you run 3 splits. Top 2 are guaranteed. So the top 2 splits no matter what, you're going to be seeing them. We're going to be running split 2 and then split 1. However, each week, or not each week, every other week, each event, we also pick one random split to highlight of the lower splits. So between 3, 4, 5, and 6, we pick one at random with a literal roll of the dice. We did it yesterday after qualifying, and that is what we call our rookie spotlight split. Now, I've got to say, admittedly, so split 4 today is the rookie spotlight split. And I honestly feel like it doesn't quite do the name justice, because I am genuinely shocked at how fast everyone has been. We definitely expected some fast drivers to come in and race, and you know, no major surprises there. We had a few of you guys for season 1 or for season 0, sorry. But even, you know, the not big names, if you will, just kind of the, maybe your stream regulars, maybe you're not. Everyone's been putting down some insane times. If you guys want a cool stat, between the best time in top split versus the worst time in bottom split, that is a difference of 72 drivers. Across 72 drivers, there is only a qualifying difference of less than 1.3 seconds. Less than 1.3 seconds. That is insane. that amount of drivers was able to hit that close. I mean, we were joking about this yesterday about kind of the 107 rule, the 107% rule from F1. Guys, we're rocking a 103% rule. we're making jokes about, guys, it's closer racing than F1. And it literally will be. I mean, in between each split, and we'll kind of show it off a little bit today, the time differences are less than half a second. In some cases, they're less than 0.2 of a second across 12 drivers. So it's very much going to come down to the racecraft. And I'm very excited to see that. And yeah, it's going to be extremely close. It should be extremely close, which obviously just makes for more fun for me to watch it and cast it, and hopefully more fun for you guys to watch it. We also do have a ton of POVs from everybody, which, by the way, huge thank you. Obviously, Forza Horizon does not have a spectator mode. So basically the way we handle spectators is we just ask you guys to stream on Twitch if you're able to. And honestly, pretty much every split is stacked with POVs, which obviously means that we can kind of jump around and see the action as best as possible. I want to say split 4, almost everybody. I mean, I think we have at least 10 POVs on every single split. So should be pretty good. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's too much more to go off of. Right now, I will let you guys all know that our lower splits are all in their driver's briefing. Everybody's kind of getting ready here and prepping for the first race. First race will probably be, I don't know, maybe about 10, 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, maybe a little bit less actually than that. And then we will be jumping in here to split 1. I'm actually going to, kind of while I'm chatting, get things ready. Yes, if you're not, by the way, jump into the driver's briefing. Briefing. Hey, Dallas, dude, thank you for bringing them in, guys. First official race of the HTCC. Hope you enjoy watching it. But yeah, I'm going to get things ready here. Again, we're going to be, you'll see the show structure play out, I suppose is the best way to say it. But, and I will say, well, here, let's actually go through this, because I've got some cool graphics for you guys. First off, just because it's on the background, this car is one of the prizes. So the person who wins the HTCC is actually going to get gifted this specific car with this livery from Playground Games. And then there is also a silver version and there is a bronze version. The gold version says S1 champion for obviously season 1 champion. And then it says S1 Silver and S1 Bronze from Playground Games. Yes, from Playground Games. There's not going to be a weird like auction house handoff. This is being gifted straight from Playground. And then, yes, you'll get a message that your garage is full. Anyway, though, let's bring it over here to the racetrack for day one. We're running at Tsukuba Circuit, which some of you guys will be familiar with. This is my own track. You can see it says creator Hoki Hoshi over there. And it's a fun track. I think it's a really good track to start out on because it's one that a lot of people are familiar with, whether it be through just driving it in Forza or whether it be just, it's a popular track. You've probably driven it in Gran Turismo, if any of you guys have played Gran Turismo. So yeah, Tsukuba, it's an awesome track and it's fairly easy in the grand scheme of things because it's relatively short. It's relatively short, and there's really only kind of two major braking sections. There's one obviously coming into turn one, which can definitely be tricky because it's on a bit of an uphill. And then you've obviously got here kind of coming into T7 for your T8 hairpin. Yes, it's scuba because people scuba dive into turn one. No, I know a lot of people pronounce it like Tsukuba or any other way. The roughly correct way to pronounce it is Tsukuba. So I kind of, I'm still, a white guy from the Midwest. So, but yeah, it's more or less Tsukuba. But yeah, that's going to be the track we're running for the day. And then, Split 4, unfortunately, we actually had a couple dropouts last minute. So I was not able to update our grid, but this is roughly accurate. Unfortunately, we did have our pole driver end up not being able to make it today. So McCoy will be out, and then actually Troot is moving into pole position. Yeah, this is a little outdated, but yeah, you get to see it. Split 1 and Split 2, guys. I promise they're gonna look good. Troot is actually in pole. And then pretty much everything else is right up until we get to the back, where we are adding in at the back Sir Brandy and Strix. Sir Brandy and Strix. I know, Troot, the roadblock in pole. But yeah, Sir Brandy and Strix are coming in to Split 4 just to kind of move things around. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking like. And again, you can see here, again, this is slightly off just because we do have a couple more drivers, but 55,583 to 55,738. And it's pretty much the exact same. It's about 0.2 of a second of a gap between the top and bottom drivers in the split. So it should be extremely close racing. So yeah, I'm going to check in here real quick with everybody. And then, oh yeah, I got a ping that I'm live. Good. Thanks, Discord. Appreciate it. And then, yeah, let me get everything ready to go here so that I am personally prepared. Here, let's jump over. Give you guys some jams while we wait. There we go. The bot actually worked today, I know. A day when I really don't need it to. Alright, let's get that going over there. Looks like almost everybody is actually already live, pretty much ready to go. So we should be kicking off here pretty soon. we got a lot of bands to dole out today. Where we go here? There's too many channels in my Discord, guys. Here we go. All right, Split 4. Let's get this going. Boop. Sorry for the temporary mute there. Getting it set up. So it looks like we're going to have 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe 11 POVs available. So almost everybody. It's fantastic. Rooting for Trootin', heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like drivers are convoyed up yet. I think we're still waiting on that one, which is, again, totally fine. And I'll jump over here and show you guys kind of what the scene looks like in a minute here. There we go. All right, let's just double check here. There you go. There you go. We're looking at Strix. We're looking at Strix right now. And there's Troot. There's the apparent fan favorite Troot. I'm going to play down the music here. Fantastic. So it looks like POVs are coming up here. Still waiting on a few. Some people might be just haven't turned on their streams yet. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, looks like everything is getting ready. Let me jump back here to the casting booth. Although, hold on. I do want to show off. Let's see. Oh, it just changed. Dang it. He had a fun little scene on. I wanted to show that one off to the stream. Yeah, the nude mobile. There you go. There you go. Got it live. So I'll keep that up in the background here and just kind of keep an eye on everything. Again, generally speaking, here we go. Things should run pretty smooth. Hopefully. GT Panda got teleported here. Did Dallas use his teleportation powers to bring you over? Fantastic. Please try not to say noodle without the LE. Sorry, Team Noodle. Listen, it's right on the back of the car. It's so easy. Yeah, he did. He sent you over. Oh, awesome, guys. Awesome. Yes, send noodles. Send noodles. There you go. But yeah, does anybody have... I suppose we can kind of open it up. I mean, obviously I can... Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have stuff to talk about. I have a lot to talk about. Let's jump over here to this. Boop. Guys, we have a website. You can check it out. I'm on dark mode right now. Let me undo the dark mode. There you go. It's still relatively dark. We have a website. It's ForzaHTCC.com. You can check out info about the league. And you can also check out the schedule with these amazing track graphics done by Ami. So here's the full schedule here. You can see we're obviously at Tsukuba today. Rules and regulations, if you're kind of interested in that, is all here. This is pretty much everything. So everything from signups to liveries and qualifying, actual like race day stuff, down to streaming and prizes. So if you're kind of curious about that, obviously go to ForzaHTCC.com. And then also this will of course be updated. It's the first race, so we don't have any standings yet, but this will eventually be filled with driver standings, so you can kind of check in with that if you want. Yeah, Ami is unbelievable with these. Yeah, Forest Mountain is going to be race 2 in 2 weeks. As you can probably infer, we do run a bi-weekly schedule, as in every other week. Gives drivers a little bit more time to practice and gives us some time to kind of do cleanup in between events and all that stuff. And then also a couple other things. Hey guys, we have a store. If you want HTCC merch, you can get it. There's a sticker, there's a shirt, which I can probably show off. I have it right here. The sticker's on my car. And then there's a poster if you want anything there. And that, again, is just available if you hit HTCC store. And then you can also go to our Patreon page if you want, which actually, yeah, that's fine. This is just showing my thing of it, but that's fine. Here, membership. There we go. There's different tiers, and for the different tiers, you get different things. We do run show credits at the end of the stream, and if you sign up to any tier, I'll put your name in the show credits. And big important note, just kind of bring it back here. Big important note, all of that money goes to the people that run the league. So that means, you know, I've mentioned this in the, you're going to hear about this, but it goes to like the people doing race control and the driver's briefing, the people that are doing social media stuff, the people that have done the graphics, Ami, you know, for the amazing track graphics that you're seeing here. It's going to all that. So at the end of the season, you know, we did this with the beta season as well, divvy it up and just kind of split it amongst everybody who helped with the league. So just know that, you know, I'm not pocketing it all. It all goes to pretty much everyone that's running staff or helped kind of put the league together. So yeah, if you're liking the league and you think it's cool and you want to support the people that help make it cool, the Patreon's the way to do it. Patreon's the way to do it. So that's kind of it for my shameless self plug. Ami, you didn't miss anything. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, exactly, man. It's Patreon is for the real nude liveries. There you go. I'll have them. I'll have Troot whip one up special for you. But yeah, that's kind of everything. This kind of encompasses a lot of stuff. Obviously, a lot of the league is hosted in the Discord. Wait, is that real, Troot? Troot, did you actually get moved into Split 3? Are you now P12 in Split 3? Does that mean my graphic is even more wrong? Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Is that real? Because then I need to change. We had a last-minute shakeup? Okay, that means I need to change my POVs. Yeah, of course, of course. All right, who's in place of Troot? So that means who's going to be Pole? Oh, sorry, I lost my audio. I just don't have... Listen, Magnus, every single one of my screens is full. Yeah, next season, live procedural graphics. I do need a better way to live update those. Because we got info, I don't know, a little bit ago. And it was like, ooh, I just know right now that I don't have time. Min in place of Troot, okay, as Pole. And then Speed King, Raptor, Witch, Dan, Customs, Drunken, Noob, Bradster, Brandy. Here, I'll pull up the info sheet here. HTCC, we got too many channels. Okay, that one hasn't been updated yet. Let's jump into this one. Here we go. Boom. All right, who do we got? Who do we got? Split 4 is going to be Ghostly Phantoms. So, Ghostly Phantoms is going to be Minero. We had a whole discussion about this yesterday, and I still don't remember how you want to pronounce it. How many screens do I have? 4, yeah, 4 total. 2 normal ones, and then I guess like a super ultra wide. Minero, there you go. Thanks. So we got Minero on Pole, Speed King, Raptor, Witchman, Daniel, Customs, Drunken, Noobster, Bradster. I kind of like that. I hope those two have a battle. Noobster and Bradster. And then Sir Brandy, Strix, and Ghostly Phantoms. And this actually brings the total quality times, I think, even closer. We've got Minero at 55.660. And then we've got Ghostly Phantoms at 55... Wait, did I say 55.660? Yeah, for Minero. And then Ghostly Phantoms at 55.789. So there's well under 0.2 of a second of a gap between all of Split 4. And that's Split 4, which is unreal. So it's just, I'm so excited to see the races. This is looking to be a lot closer than it was on Season 0. And Season 0 was incredibly close. It does look like the convoy's forming here, so let me get over Troot. I've got to get Troot out because we are not watching Troot's race anymore. Troot, best of luck, my friend. And then Monero. Let's get that one. I know. Rip to the dream. And then let's see. Does Ghostly Phantoms have a POV? That is the question. Let me pull it up on the form here. This is my practice, but I don't know what you mean. There you go. I get to the sheet. Man, we have like 3 people with Ghost in their name. Here we go. We do have a POV from Ghost. So let me get that added in here. I got to do some last minute adjustments. Whoops. Not that adjustment. Get the Troot out. And we're bringing in Connor McGrain. There we go. And then let's get that going over here as well so that we can actually watch it. Okay, Brain. There we go. Troot did 25 plus liveries. Jeez. Troot putting the team on his back, really. You love to see it. Min, I don't think we have a POV from Monero, unless he hasn't turned on his stream yet. We've got Speed King ready to go. We've got Raptor ready to go. We've got Daniel. We got Customs ready to go. Here we go. Customs got his on. Drunken. Noob's good. Get rid of this one here. What is this one? Get Brandy. Monero has the equivalent of no internet. All right. That's good to know. That's good to know. And then we got Strix here ready to go as well. So let's get these ones out here. And it looks like Convoy's at 10 at the moment. So it looks like we're just waiting to fill on just a couple more. Yeah, I power my internet through sheer willpower. Yeah, that's basically how I work it. Still looks like we're gonna have quite a few POVs here though, which is good to see. And then, do I have Sir Brandy A1? Here we go. Gotta get that one going. What splits get cast? Splits, guaranteed splits 1 and 2 will always get a cast. And then, that was the problem. There we go. And then also the random split, the rookie spotlight, which is split 4 today. So let me get audio on for everybody here. Be able to hear some rumbling engines. Drunken's on the Discord, recording the Discord call right now. All right, we should be good to go. Hold it on speaking. Who's the convoy lead? It looks like it might be Speed King. I always like to hold it on there. It looks like we're up to 11, so we're just waiting on 1. Yeah, vroom, vroom, vroom. Here, we can swap it over. Throw up the rookie spotlight split there. Hang out, watch Speed King. Oh, Ghostly won't be able to make it? Okay, Ghostly was our fill. So Ghostly was not in the split anyway. All right, so we're filling with somebody else. Min, yes I do. Don't you worry about it. I've got my caster's cursing skill primed and ready to go. I'm going to be complimenting your guys' driving at the worst time. And just to make sure, just for testing purposes, is the audio coming through here for you guys? Obviously, it's just kind of an idle engine. Oh, there we go. We got Speed King's giving us a little demo. Audio's okay? Fantastic. Fantastic. Guys, let's get a quick look at the crowd cam. Let's see what the crowd thinks about the audio. Oh, the crowd's loving it. The crowd's so excited. They can't wait to hear those engines going during the race. They knew that season 0, it was not there. There we go. Quick little check on the fans. Hey, Dom, that's understandable. That's understandable. All right, let me check with the league here. All right, so that's with Ghost. Are we running with 11, or are we gonna fill again? Are we gonna fill with somebody from Split? From Split 5. First time I saw the public that close. Yeah, Mag, I'm ready to go. I am ready. It's time. Let's do this. We'll hang out on Speed King here for a little bit. Let me just get a little quick test. Check out the POVs. There we go. Oh, it looks like Raptor is going to be running our.
Okay, I'm ready.
There we go. You can hear Magnus running things in the background.
Okay.
A little high from Noob. Yeah, it looks like it's kicking off. So, just fair warning, guys. This is Forza, and sometimes not everybody makes it in. So we do have a rule in place where we will AFK out if not everybody makes it in, but we only do that a set number of times. And it does kind of, I think we have set a max of 4, especially for the top splits. It's super important that we try to get everybody in because those points are going to decide, who gets prizes and stuff like that towards the end. Looks like invites going out. But yeah, just keep that in mind. AFKs are in place. And on top of that, we also do run a rolling start with a formation lap. Looks like we did lose somebody. You can see it just at the top. Witchman got bumped. So it looks like we are going to have a flag on the field, if you will. Red flag before the race start. So yeah, it doesn't actually matter what gets taken here. Yeah, Witchman unfortunately got the Forza curse on this one. So yeah, we're gonna AFK out of it, and then get him back in. Witchman quit. Witchman couldn't handle the pressure of the race. There you go. Get a nice little up close of the liveries here, by the way. Yeah, we've got Hand of God in chat. What's going on? Good to see you. By the way, I do have to say, we talked about this a lot in... Oh, are we actually just running with 10? Oh, here I just thought Drunken's memeing. Drunken is in this split, right? Yeah, Drunken's P8 in the split. Okay, I think we're just running with 10 then. All right, there we go. So that means, in theory, we'll get right into the race. I love the split livery, white on one side with kind of black on the other. Fantastic. Fantastic. You love to see it. Yeah, the liveries across the board are just so good here. So good. Okie doke. So again, keep in mind, we are running a formation lap based on qualifying times. Looks like a nice balance here between the MGs and the Lynx, which is good to see. Definitely early season 0, we had a little bit of issue with that, but it kind of balanced itself out towards the end. So yeah, the drivers will, wait, bros, wait, okay, we're getting live updates here. It might be an AFK, apparently, yeah, it looks like we are AFKing because somebody said he's coming back. All right, and Customs left. Guys, this is the joy, I gotta let you know. of casting a Forza Horizon League. Yeah, smoothest HTCC start. Listen, it's built into the schedule. Yeah, that's right. In season 0, I think race 2, we had somebody that slept through the start. Yeah, it happens. It's the Forza way. Again, it's built into the schedule. We plan for it. We know it's gonna happen. El Sandwich says this is why casting is fun. Dude, this is the joy of it, man. Just immersing myself in the chaos. Immersing myself in the chaos. Listen, we'll get to the racing. We'll get to the racing. All right, so are we going to be back up to 10 or back up to 11 then? We lost Witch King. Who else? Customs. NWR Customs. Here we go. Somebody jumped back in. I think that's Raptor. Or no, Witchman. Witchman's back. Witchman's back. Cue my Restart Wars logo. Brilliant. I mean, the big thing, especially in events like Team Wars, is, I'd say it's almost more critical to have everybody in, because obviously then otherwise a team is down. If I haven't mentioned it yet, yeah, the Wololos. We're gonna jump over to this one. We're gonna jump over here to Customs. Looks like Custom, I think, he's getting back in here. Or we can jump Noobster. There we go. Noobster at the top. Get that Wololo. There we go. Witchman's in. Good to see it. Good to see it. Give us the cast spin. Yeah. Give us a walk around of the. It looks like we are getting up to 11. Okay, fantastic. Always the more the merrier. Customs is back in. Okay, cool. Noobster didn't steal the livery, he asked. All right, good. Yeah, we do have Noobster, and who else is on that one? Daniel. Daniel and Noobster rocking the Revolution livery. We got number 48 and number 140 here. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. But yeah, so it looks like we will be running with 11, which is good. So one thing I'm very excited for motorsport is, you know, if you got 23 people out of a 24-person grid, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but running short on a 12-person grid, it can feel a little lonely sometimes. Now, granted, I still think, honestly, especially with this racing, it's gonna be way close anyway. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm gonna compliment anyone, make sure I compliment Daniel the hardest. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Yeah, we've got quite a few gentlemen here. Here we go. Here we go. Got quite a few gentlemen rocking this one. You can see the GRGs. Time to sweat, says Customs. Put on the POV here. Customs also rocking the livery as well. The GRG. You'll love to see it. I love this, the absolute slander. The absolute slander. Everybody, you know, make sure you pick the right cars and everything. Okay, I didn't see anybody drop convoy, so that's definitely a good start. That is definitely a good start. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, let's see if the gentleman can do well. We don't have Monero's POV, unfortunately. I've got it queued up just in case. But we don't have Monero's POV, sadly. But we do have, we've got Speed King, Raptor, Daniel, Customs, Drunken, Noob, Brandy, and Strix. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 POVs. 8 POVs. Yeah, I think, if I remember right, GRG has 2 teams in the HTCC, actually. I think they split off into a Link team and an MG team, if I'm remembering that right. Yeah, they're too big. There's too many gentlemen. There's too many gentlemen. All right, let's get a quick peek here. Do we have all 11? We do. All right, so that's going to mean we are going to enter into our formation lap, which again is going to be, let's see, Monero, Speed King, Raptor, Witchman, Daniel, Customs, Drunken, Noobster, Bradster, and then I think it's Strix. Is that right? Strix is going to be our last one because we're running 11. I think that's it. Yeah, still a nice split. So what do we? Oh, I was gonna look here at the card splits. So yeah, keep in mind, obviously, everyone's got to get in their order here. So you've got Speed King is gonna be our top POV. So we're gonna maybe keep an eye on this one here with Monero up at the top. Gives you a good kind of walkthrough of the track. Are we going to see drivers warming up their tires? Monero's doing it. This was one of the big differences between the low splits and the top splits in Season 0. Was the top splits actually all warmed up their tires. They would all just sit on the handbrake. They'd do the F1 wiggle. Let me go further back here. Let's see, is everybody doing it? Strix, I don't have audio from Strix. Looks like quite a few of you guys are doing it. I definitely see it. Yeah, that's the difference. That's the driver difference, guys. That's the driver difference. Let's jump up here kind of mid-pack. I just kind of want to get a feel for all the POVs here. I do also like, yeah, we're running on source quality there. All right, so we're coming into the final corner. The race starts, by the way. Oh, a little kick out there. The race starts when the leader crosses the start-finish line. So as soon as Monero crosses that start-finish, the race is on for everybody. And guys, the first race of the HTCC has officially begun. Let's see if they can keep it clean through turn 1 here. Actually looks pretty good. Customs already, I'd say a fairly clean move into P2 here. Already getting ahead. That's not too bad. Still Monero holding on to P1. Speed King P4, Daniel P3. Witchman down in 5. We're already getting some moves. Let me, I'm going to jump a little bit further back here. Let me jump over to, let's see, who would be a good one to watch? Let's see, we've got Sir Brandy just moving up into P7. We get a quick look here. Now, it's a little bit of desync, by the way, you're just going to see between the streams, because welcome to Twitch casting. But we've got drivers about to complete their first lap. Everybody's still incredibly close if you look at the bottom left grid. Let's see if they can keep it clean here coming into lap 2. We've got a bit of a dive bomb, I would say. Let's see, maybe a little self-RC on that one. That one might be valid for a race control moment. Good thing we caught it live on camera. Hold on. What's the crowd going to think about that one? The crowd's not liking it. The crowd's not liking that one. The crowd's not liking that one. Let's jump over here. Let's see how Speed King's doing. Speed King down in P10, unfortunately. Down in P10. Yeah, Tsukuba driving. Jump over and see how close Customs is here. Customs still holding on to a pretty healthy P2. Yeah, brakes. Who needs brakes? Guys, it's overrated. It's overrated. Looks like we've got a pretty strong top 3 here. Look at the, we've got Daniel, Monero, and Customs holding on to a fairly distant P3, or podium stack here, if you want to call it that. And then the mid-pack all still pretty much bunched up. So it's going to be, I mean, it's still early, guys. We have 30 laps here. We're on, obviously, lap 4. So we're 10% of the way. We are 10% of the way through this race. The big question here is going to be if any top 3 battles slow the drivers down and give some of those mid-pack drivers a chance to catch up. Because, again, this is very early on in the race. We've seen missed checkpoints. We've seen accidents. It happens. And who knows? We've got about a half hour left of the race. Yeah, brakes the other driver's window. Exactly. Let me jump back here into the mid-pack, see, because it looks like the top 3 fairly spread out. Looks like Customs is gaining a bit on Monero, but not quite in a pass position yet. So I'm going to jump over to now Drunken Stream. We might not want to spend too much time. No offense to you, Drunken here, but Drunken Steam, a little bit rough holding on to it, but looks like Drunken's having a great battle here. Can I jump over to Brandy, actually? Here we go. Here we go. We've got Drunken with the pass on Brandy. Yeah, the stream is drunk on Drunken. Yeah, we'll hang out on this one here for a moment. And I'll just keep an eye on the top three. It does look like Customs is I'm going to keep Customs queued up for a potential pass there. Because Customs is absolutely in a spot where if Monero makes a mistake, I think Customs could get up there. So I'm going to keep us on here. Mid-pack. With, I was about to say Drunken making a defensive move, but not quite. Running a little bit wide, giving Brandy the potential for a pass. But I don't know if he's going to be able to lock it in because the hairpin is going to give Drunken the advantage here. And Brandy's actually going to be a little bit off track. We've got Witchman. Nice clean from Witchman, kind of breaking there. Witchman's actually going to take the pass, pushing Brandy into P7. And Witchman up to mid-pack. Witchman up to the mid-pack. Here we go. Hold on. Want to jump back here to Customs, who is right on Monero's tail. Look at that. Getting the bump draft. Getting the bump draft on Monero. Let's see if they can keep it clean here. Monero keeping a little bit more speed here. Out of the final corner, coming into lap 7. We might have to stick on this one for a little bit. Looks like we've got a good battle here for the top. Customs running a little bit wide, but still well within the checkpoint. Monero, I was about to say, again, it looks like going for a pretty defensive line on that one, trying to kind of hold the inside, but it wasn't necessarily needed. Is Daniel closing? Let's get a look. Daniel's pretty close. Again, we don't have any audio from Daniel. That's okay. You know what? Daniel might be a pretty fun POV to watch here, though. Daniel's absolutely... I say that. Commenters curse, then the stream lags out a little bit. But Daniel has a pretty good window here. I think the battle between Customs and Monero, if Daniel can capitalize on that. Yeah, he's about to get cast. Maybe we should jump off of him. We're going to jump back here to Customs, who, again, is right on Monero's tail. Right on his tail. Taking a good line here, running a little bit wide. One of the interesting things about Tsukuba's turn 1 is you kind of think you want to go outside, inside, outside, standard racing format. And to a point that is true. But you'll see, especially in top splits, a lot of the drivers turn in and kind of suck into the inside of that corner for the majority of the corner. And it's actually quite fast. And again, the track as a whole, I do want to say, is fairly easy to learn. But there are little tricks like that I think you're going to see the top split capitalize. Again here, we've got Customs gaining on Monero. And he's going for a move, going for the inside. Pretty clean here. Going to hold on to it. Little bit of a tap. But I'd say that's a clean pass. Customs moving into P1. Oh, the little bit of a bump from Monero. Kept it clean, though. Kept it clean. He's checking his rear view. Let me move over to Daniel here real quick. A little bit of a sorry going out there. Yeah, unfortunately, let me just double check and make sure that's not on my end. Here, we'll jump over here for a minute while I refresh Daniel's stream. It might just be, again, we're asking a lot of people to stream that might not have experience with it. Here we go. It looks a little bit cleaner now. That might have been on my end. Let's check out Daniel here. No, it's doing it again. Yeah, I think it might just be a little bit of stream lag here. But Daniel is absolutely in a position where he might be able to go for a pass. I would say we've got Noobster in P4. Now, do I have Noobster's POV? I do. Noobster, I gotta say, is not too far behind. Noobster is not too far behind. Again, he's gonna have to put in some serious work here to push up into the top 3, but the battles are absolutely slowing down the top 3 and putting Noobster where, again, he still has 20 laps. More than that, even. He still has 21 laps, basically, to make an advantage here. So I'd say that nothing can be called yet. Nothing can be called yet. Yeah, the FOV settings definitely change how the speed feels for sure. FOV and motion blur will definitely kind of change how things feel. We do have customs. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Pretty even split between them. I want to jump over to Daniel here again. Yeah, who just isn't quite able to capitalize. Now, I will point out here, the drivers are actually doing pretty well. I'm going to kind of scan through a little bit. We do have Noobster in P4 with a 55.6. Noobster qualified with a time close to a half a second away. Jump over here. We got a 55.8. I mean, we have all drivers performing, I'd say, within a pretty close range to their qualifying time. I'm not seeing anybody beat qualifying yet. Anybody beat qualifying yet. We do have Customs, who is our current leader, with a 55.5, but even that is below potential. Customs qualified with a 55.2, it looks like. Hold on, let me double check that. Let's see, where is Customs? No, actually, I take that back. Customs, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit off on my timing here. Customs actually qualified with a 55.7. Customs qualified with a 55.7. So Customs is already outpacing his qualifying time, which is awesome to see. Yeah, Customs, who was P6 in Split 4 qualifying. Is that accurate to our most? Yes, that is accurate to our most recent with the stuff. Yeah, Smurfing. Did he set his quite early as well? Yeah, fantastic, man. Let me jump back. Again, we do have Daniel. Check Daniel here. The muted stream. Daniel, yeah, still not quite in the position. Monero is close, man. I'd love to see what Monero's setting for laps right now. Let me jump over to Noobster. Noobster absolutely looks like he might be gaining. I've got to say, I'm going to actually turn up the volume a little bit. We do have Noobster's audio here. Does anybody know which cars are at the top? Is it the Link or the MGs? It's actually quite balanced. I will say the top two cars are both MGs, but then we've got a Link in P3. And if you're looking at total Split 1, we've got 1, 2, 3. It's actually 6 and 6. Split 1 is perfectly split between Links and MGs, with, it seems like Links having a bit of an advantage, at least in qualifying. Links kind of, or sorry, the MGs having a bit of a higher positioning across the board. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, quite balanced. We obviously spent a lot of time on that. Huge shout out to the testers. The stats of the car are the same, but interestingly enough, we've actually had to mess with it quite a bit. It's kind of a interesting conversation, actually. We'll hang out here on Noobster, who's watching the top 3. Really want to see if he can... I mean, he's got a 55.6. And Customs with a 55.573. Their best laps are not far off, but Noobster's going to have to make some moves, because all these drivers, it's not close enough to slow them down. But yeah, going back to the car balance, we actually have our cars at different PIs. So both of the cars start at A800. They both start right at A800, which we thought kind of right away would be perfect because they're both spec'd for the same race spec, and they both have the exact same PI. So we kind of figured, oh, they might just come balanced. But it actually turned out that really wasn't the case. They definitely have some different characteristics, different handling characteristics, and the drag level on the cars is actually a little bit different, which probably does reflect real life. It's important to note that in real life, in a lot of racing disciplines, not all the cars are the same. There are definitely overpowered and underpowered cars. Yeah, turbo, yes, that would have been way too easy. But yeah, obviously we don't want that to be the case here, especially because we're only running 2 cars. We're only running 2 cars, and we do ask that drivers keep their car for the entirety of the season. Yeah, we definitely had a case where I want to say, and my memory might be off on this, I want to say it was the Link that was a good bit faster, because I believe it had less drag, if I remember right. The Link had less drag, and that really allowed it to pull away on the straights. So right now, actually, the way we have the cars is, I believe it's the, I'm going to get this backwards. I know I am. But I believe the Link is at 806 PI and the MG is at 810. And I know that sounds silly, especially if you're kind of newer to Forza, to say, wait a minute, how are these cars balanced if they're 4 PI off? But it's been proven time and time again in the laps. The PI system is definitely far from perfect. It's a good approximation, but when you're getting into things where you really want the cars to be like well within a tenth of a second on a track like this, then we want the cars to be balanced. You want the cars to be balanced. Yeah, we could talk about the PI system, but this is not the focus for it. We do, by the way, I've got to say, Noobster did just set another fastest lap. Noobster with a 55.583. I'm going to jump over to Customs here real quick. With a 5.73. So Customs is still holding on to, I think, the best lap. We've got a 7.92 from Drunken, the Drunken stream. 7.15 here from Daniel. Again, the stream's a bit tough to watch. We got a 55.829. Again, all these drivers still super close. I've been watching this one a little bit in the background. There has been a good battle here going at the back of the grid between Speed King and Raptor. Worth mentioning, by the way, Speed King did, let's see, start P2. Start P2. So this is kind of one of those things where it happens where, if you watch racing, or if you've watched even other Forza racing or other virtual racing or anything like that, the qualifying grid might look fairly close to the final grid, but I've got to say, when you have less than 0.2 seconds in qualifying time between 12 drivers, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It really comes down to racecraft. There's always an element of luck in racing, and so there's going to be that. Obviously, consistency is key. That's kind of one of the big things that qualifying isn't going to show you. The way we run our qualifying is it's just you can take pretty much as much time as you want to set as good of a lap as you want. By the way, guys, Noobster absolutely gaining here on Daniel. I'm going to keep it glued here because Noobster might be going for a P3. Yeah, El Samu's got it. But yeah, we let people, qualify. We give people a lot of time to qualify. And I will say, just from personal experience, I am much faster when I am given, 100 tries at a track than when I am put in a live scenario. It's a much different beast. And that, I think, is kind of one of the beauties of what you're seeing here, is right now, we've got a driver who qualified P6 in P1, and then we've got a driver who qualified P2 in P9. Yeah, absolutely. The splits are just so incredibly close. Yeah, good question, Rhino. Qualifying is for every race. So for this race, everybody qualified on this track, and then next week, or sorry, I keep saying next week, in 2 weeks, we're going to be at, I believe it's Forest Mountain next week, and drivers will have to requalify for that one. So the way we run it is everybody knows the schedule well ahead of time. So you can really practice any, hold on, we've got Noobster right behind Daniel, going on the inside. Daniel going to stick wide. Let's see if they can keep it clean. Noobster braking. Giving some line, but that's a pass there for Noobster. Noobster in P3. He ate away at it, and he got it. That's going to move Daniel down. Oh, but you can see him kind of poking in there. And Daniel's actually going to take it back, but Noobster's going to have the advantage in this corner, and I think Noobster's going to hold on to it. Keeping it clean. Nobody's missing any checkpoints, and I think that's going to lock it in for Noob here. I think that's going to lock it in for Noob. Let's see if Dan can hold on through the hairpin here. Oh, Noobster did run a little bit wide. Daniel might be able to capitalize on that. Let's see if we get a look back, but no, Daniel, I'll jump over to Daniel's POV, which is just a second or so ahead. Daniel is going to be a little bit behind, and that's going to lock in Noob here. Coming in lap 20 out of 31. There's less and less time here to make moves. Noobster might be able to lock in the P3. Let's see if he can keep going for a P2. We do have, again, Customs locking in that P1. Let's see if he's gained here. We do have Customs with a 55. It's a little bit hard to see. A 55.556. So Customs is continuing to advance on his time, on his qualifying time. Again, Customs qualified with a 55.706. And in P1, that means with no drafting, in P1, he was able to find another 0.15 seconds, which is incredible. You love it. You love it when you see these drivers like bring it out during the race. Bring it out during the race. That's fantastic to see. And then we've got, again, Monero holding on to, it's a close enough second. Again, we still have about 10 laps to go. And in 10 laps, I mean, everybody knows, obviously, the average Forza race is 3 laps. So the amount of time left in the race is 3 Forza races of time. So there's absolutely still, there's still a chance for anything to happen. I know some of you guys have been saying in chat, especially with Tsukuba, it is fairly hard to miss a checkpoint. And I will agree with that one, especially if you compare it to some other tracks. I don't want to compliment myself here too much. It's really just a factor of the track. Again, we love this track. We love running it for race 1 because conceptually, it's just a fairly easy track. It's fairly easy to keep clean. You've got a couple good spots to make passes, kind of the inside of the track. I don't know if you want to call it the infield, but the inside of the track is definitely a little bit harder to make a pass. But I mean, we saw Noobster and Daniel battle it out kind of through the hairpin. Yeah, missed checkpoints are always such an upset, especially when it's not your fault. You know, with Forza racing in general, you know, it's, hey, Forza bringing it in, by the way. Forza, welcome. Everybody, I don't need to explain who Forza is. Guys, welcome to the stream. I'm Hoki Hoshi. You can't see me now because I'm behind the camera. But we are casting. Yeah, who's Forza? Wait a minute, Forza? Who's that? We are currently casting Split 4 of the first race of the HTC. It's at Tsukuba Circuit. We just watched Noobster pass Daniel to get into a P3 position here. And now we're seeing if he can move up into a P2 or a P1, or if Monero here can move into a P1 position. But it's looking like our top 3 might be sort of locked in here. We do have Daniel towards the back here. I gotta say, not too far. Again, sorry about the stream being a little bit laggy on that one, but still good to check. Still good to check. Oops, that's the wrong POV. We do have P1 here, Custom, still with a 55.556. And Noobster, Noobster actually, I didn't even catch that on the last lap with a 55.551. 55.551. That might actually bring Noobster to our best lap of the race. Now again, we have not seen Monero's POV. Unfortunately, we don't have access to that. But Noob here is making some serious moves. Noob, who qualified again in P8. Noob qualified in P8 with a 55.717. Ooh, running real wide on that checkpoint. Holy cow. Yeah, Noobster is hungry. He's already had his fill of the P3, but he's making more moves here. He's got 6 more laps to keep it clean, not make any mistakes, and just chip away here at Monero. It does look like Monero is falling back, and Customs might just be able to hot lap this one here. As long as Customs can keep it clean, keep that consistency up, I think Customs might have this one locked in. Guys, this is going to be fantastic. If we have, now we do have Monero did qualify in P1. So Monero's kind of on spec here for the qualifying time. But again, Customs was P6, Noobster P8. So our grid might be a P6, P1, and P8 qualifier, which, I don't know. I know I've said it already, but I just love seeing it. With racing this close, you just can't trust the qualifying grid because everybody is just so close. I'm going to get a quick look here We do have Daniel. I want to see if Daniel's still sitting at his 55.715. I don't know. I don't know. Daniel's really going to have to make some moves if he's going to want to push up here. Look, we've got, a little bit. Dang it. You know what? I was just about to say, jumping back. Noobster had a chance right there, but I think he messed up the hairpin. I saw him kind of run that inside curb. Admittedly, it's a bit of an aggressive curb. And that definitely unsettled the car, cost him some speed in probably one of the most important spots you want to maintain your speed. And then also, he's getting a little too hungry. He's getting a little bit too hungry. Maybe pushing it a little bit too hard. Saw him losing a bit of grip there on T1. Holding it actually nice and clean here on the inside for the first hairpin. And he's got 4 laps left. Yeah, rip to the tire treads. Thankfully, we are not playing with sim damage on. So that's not going to be an issue. You see that nice engine braking? That's going to be something you're going to be seeing and probably hearing. Let me actually turn up the volume a little bit here for Noob. But this is going to be something you're going to be hearing a lot probably in the top 2 splits, which we will again be getting to after this race. Funny enough, one of the best ways to brake this car is to just engine brake the heck out of it. And it sounds pretty funny. If you have any semblance of mechanical sympathy, it might hurt to listen to the audio of the top splits. Yeah, X-Wing asked if we considered using sim settings for HTCC. Generally for us, it just didn't feel worth it. Especially with this league being more focused on, trying to keep it at least roughly entry level. And it's just one of those situations where if we do have an unfortunate incident where somebody rams somebody out, it's gonna knock out both drivers. And obviously, that's real racing, but this is a video game. And so we get to play with the rules a little bit. And chat's bringing up a good point too of, without the ability of having pit stops, the tires would be toast. We're doing races much longer than the average Forza race, literally 10 times longer. So the tires would totally be toast. Yeah, X-Wing, I know it's a crazy concept, but yeah, we want to keep it a little bit more fun, a little bit more entry level. But, and I say entry level, I don't think there are any competitive leagues in Forza that use sim damage. It typically, it's fun to have it in game, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense when it comes to a competitive league. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And again, it's just one less thing you got to worry about. One less thing. I'm going to jump over here to customs, by the way. Bringing it home here with the music, about to hit lap 30. Still with the 55, actually. I want to see. Yeah, locks in that 55.556. Let's see if, and we still have Noobster. Nobody's setting any fast laps here towards the end. Nobody's setting any super fast laps. God, but I gotta say, I know as a caster, I should be remaining neutral, but it's fun to see somebody work from the back up into a podium position. And I at least, I want Noobster to scare Monero a little bit. But it looks like Monero's going to maybe lock it in here. We've only got a lap and a half left. Yeah, GRG right now holding on to a 1, 4, 6, and 11 position. There you go. 1, 4, 6, and 11. We're about to come in here to the last lap with, Gertz bringing them in, by the way. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you all bringing it in. We still have a 55.551. Let me see if Customs brought it in. Still at a 55.556. We got Noobster running a little bit too far inside. Again, on the inside of turn 1, you really don't want to be, running the curb. Now, admittedly, as the creator of the track, I'll say that one's a little bit on me. The curb is a little bit high, especially for these cars. More aggressive curbs really unsettle the car. So again, you're going to see this a lot with the top splits. The goal is to kind of ride that white line. You don't necessarily, like that was beautiful. Beautifully done from Noob. And you can see he's pushing. He's making such a good final push here. He's giving it all he's got, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take Monero on the final corner of Split 4 of Race 1 of Season 1 of the HTCC. Guys, we've got our podium. Let's bring it back here to mid-pack. Strix bringing it in. Holy cow. Noob, I gotta say, was a incredibly fun POV to watch, and that is going to do it. That is going to do it. We've got, let me get a quick screenshot of that so we can reference it. I think we do have Noob with a 55.551 being our fastest lap. We've got a handful of drivers here that took over their qualifying times. It's fantastic, man. Fantastic. Yeah, play us out, Customs. Yeah, there it is. Actually, one of my favorite Forza songs, funny enough. There it is. All right, guys, let's bring it back to the casting booth here. Huge props. Let me pull that all out here because we don't need them anymore. Guys, fantastic racing. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, top 3 was a blast to watch. I cannot believe that both Customs and Noobster hit the podium. Monero holding on to it. Daniel, I think, was P4, correct? Let me actually pull that up here. I can pull up the final results. So yeah, we've got Customs, Monero, Noobster, Daniel, Drunken, Brandy in P6. Awesome, Brandy. Brandy, by the way, who actually originally would not have made it into this split. Brandy was, I think, in split 5. But because we had a couple drops, Brandy was able to move up. And Brandy was qualified P10 in split 4. And was able to move up into his P6. And then we've got Strix as well, who I think was in the same situation. Strix was, hey, Coldstream, bringing it in. Thank you so much. Strix as well qualified P11, finished P7. You love to see it. And just look at the laps here, you guys. It's one thing to be close in qualifying, but these drivers were still, let's see. So we've got an 8 to a 5. So these drivers were still, sorry, I can't, you guys can't see that. There we go. Sorry, I totally forgot about that. We've got our top driver with a 55.551 and Speed King at a 50. Oh, actually tied with Sir Brandy, funny enough, with a 55.822. It's incredible to see less than a third of a second gap between the drivers in a race. Again, it's one thing to do that in qualifying. It's a completely different beast to do it in a race. So you'll love to see it. Guys, that was our rookie spotlight. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching that. We are going to get everything ready here for Split 2. Split 2 is where you're going to start to see some familiar faces, some people that might be more familiar and from other leagues or other competitive scenes, and we're gonna get Split 2 kicked off here, and then we're gonna move on to Split 1, the best of the best. So I am going to run our ads. I'm gonna run our in-game ads, and I'm going to, in the meantime, prep us for Split 2. So guys, hang tight. More racing is coming. I'll be right back. Hi, I know you were just watching me live, but this is Hokey from the Past here to advertise our Patreon page. This is specific to the HTCC, so all of the funds go to the people that help this league run. So our graphics artists, scorekeepers, race coordinators, and more all get a piece of this pie. So if you're enjoying watching the HTCC, or even if you're a competitor and you want to show your appreciation, this is the place to do it. And you even get cool perks like your name in the show credits, or discounts on awesome merch items like this cool sticker that I have right here, or the shirt above me, which I have right here that's got a cool HTCC logo on the front and on the back. It's got the hero cars and the track schedule and who made all the tracks, and it's super cool. Or this awesome poster with all of the track artwork for Season 1 done by Ami. And there is much more for you if you choose to sign up for the Patreon. So I hope you consider it. And guys, thank you for watching the HTCC. This is Past Hokey signing off. Hi, I know you were just watching me live, but this is Hokey from the Past here to advertise our Patreon page. This is specific to the HTCC, so all of the funds go to the people that help this league run. So our graphics artists, scorekeepers, race coordinators, and more all get a piece of this pie. So if you're enjoying watching the HTCC, or even if you're a competitor and you want to show your appreciation, this is the place to do it. And you even get cool perks like your name in the show credits, or discounts on awesome merch items like this cool sticker that I have right here, or the shirt above me, which I have right here that's got a cool HTCC logo on the front and on the back. It's got the hero cars and the track schedule and who made all the tracks, and it's super cool. Or this awesome poster with all of the track artwork for Season 1 done by Ami. And there is much more for you if you choose to sign up for the Patreon. So I hope you consider it. And guys, thank you for watching the HTCC. This is Past Hokey signing off. And we're back. Everybody, welcome to Split 2. Looks like drivers are actually already getting ready in convoy here. I'm just kind of waiting on a few people to get the stream turned on. Let me actually refresh this here. I think everybody's from, I don't think we had any last minute chaos here in Split 2. So let me actually pull up the Split 2 grid. If I can do that. I forgot to do it during the ads. I'm sorry. There you go. We've got Split 2 with fan favorite Albant taking up pole position here. Big Mac Mike Boom, bit of an unknown here from us in P2. Tenham. Then we've got Hand of God P4. Vitib? I don't know. How do you want me to pronounce that? Oh wait, Albant moved into Split 1. It is misinformation. Oh no, there has been a shakeup. No, my graphics. VTib. All right, I was close. No, all right. Let me check in on that here. Albant moved into Split 1. Who did we? Let's see. So what are we rocking here? Big Mac is oh wow. Okay. Yeah, the most accurate graphics. See, this is why we're gonna need to have the ability to change these live. Is the race already done? We just wrapped up Split 4, and we're about to start Split 2. Split 2, which let me pull up the updated data. Get a refresh on this one. So let's see. Currently I see Big Mac running pole in Split 2. Tenham, Hand of God, VTib, Spiden, Q, Bluey, Harvey, Sean, Crypto, Rallygen. I always want to call you Railgun. I don't know why. But I like Rally Gen. That's kind of fun. And then Warner Bros. Bringing it in. Warner Bros. Bringing it in. So, wow, Albant moving up into P1. Everybody, do you guys like Railgun? It's every time I see it pop up in my head, I just think Railgun. Okay, so let me get Warner Bros. Then going here. Hold on. Mute that for a moment. Hey, dude, Sappy. Always appreciate you being in here. Let's get Warner's POV, assuming Warner has one. Nope, Warner doesn't have one. Never mind. So I don't need to add anything. Look at that. I just have to remove Albant from the cast here. And then, oh yeah, there we go. Get all that audio coming through. Okay, so let me remove Albant from this one as well. Then don't let me forget to add them to split one. Really? I'm not the only one? You always want to call him Railgun? All right. I'm not alone, guys. I'm not alone. All right, so we've got POVs live right now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the drivers. I still don't see POVs from Bluey, VTib, or Tenhem. Oh, hold on. Is this Sean? We got to see, guys. Hold on. Let me pull it over here to the race cast where you can see the best livery. Wow, Sean always bringing the heat. Always bringing the heat. You'll love to see it. It's so disturbing. So disturbing. There you go. There you go. You can get a little bit of a, here, let's go over to a real livery. There you go. Harvey, another gentleman, representing in Split 2 right now. And then VTib rocking a nudes livery. Yeah, guys, that was a leak. A little OF leak on that one. Sorry about that. You know, that's not supposed to be public information. There we go. Yeah, looks like we're 10-11. I think this is going to be a full split, though. Because, yeah, Albant moved up and Warner Bros. Moved up. So I think we're just waiting on... Oh, Warner's here. Albant's not. And yeah, I think we're just waiting on one here. Yeah, this is a pretty Team Railgun. Heck yeah. Alright, that's his name. What is, hold on. Listen, he didn't put a requested name. I do have to say, by the way, Sean requested in the sign-up sheet to be titled Monocle Gentle Sir. So this isn't Sean, this is actually Monocle Gentle Sir. Gotta respect that. He also put another one, but I'm not even gonna say that one on stream. There we go. Yeah, let me just throw that on mute for the time being. Actually, you know what? We'll jump back here. Because I do want to talk a little bit. Again, Split 2, guys, I think is even potentially closer. Now, again, we are a little bit off here. We're just shifted by 1 because Albant moved into Split 1. But again, you can see Big Mac, who is going to be running pole on Split 2 here with a 55.265, and then Railgun with a 55.374. So again, a tenth of a second. A tenth of a second. Let me see what Warner qualified with, actually. Because Warner is now going to be in Split 2 here. Warner qualified with a 55.378.004 seconds behind. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Sean, don't miss any checkpoints. There you go. Yeah, Albant moving up. Split 1, you'd love to see it. Split 1's going to be hot. Split 1 running after this one. But I got to say, from the beta season, a lot of the time, Split 2 was almost more fun to watch. There we go. We're full up on Convoy here, so I'm going to jump us over to the race POV. But Split 2 is almost more fun to watch because they're almost as fast as Split 1, just with a little bit more chaos. And we talked about this a little bit, and it's worth saying here. Talking about who's faster and who's slower, Every single driver that is racing today is within 1.3 seconds. Yeah, you'll remember, for Split 4, we had an average qualifying time of 55.7. Split 2, we have an average qualifying time of 55.3. So a difference of 2 splits is less than half a second. So again, I know I've said this, guys, like a million times, but the racing is just so close. And I really, it's really interesting seeing what the results, or how the results differ from the qualifying, I also have to say, we noticed this yesterday. Split 2 is dominated by Lynx. So the pressure is on for Big Mac, because Big Mac is rocking an MG, I believe. And then every other driver in Split 2 is running a Link. I believe this is the most one-sided. Yeah, this is by far the most one-sided split that we have. So the eyes are going to be on Big Mac to see if he can hold on to a P1 here. All he's got to do is start first and finish first in the MG, but he has 11 Links behind him. So the pressure is absolutely on to see if he can hold it for Racecraft. Yeah, you'll be seeing Pav in Split 1. What is he? P10? P10 in Split 1. There you go. Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, across the board, the liveries are phenomenal. We've been seeing a lot of GRG liveries because there's a ton of GRG people that are in this, to the point where they literally have 2 teams. They have a Link team and they have an MG team, which is, I think, a cool way to do it. We've got a lot of nudes representation today, too. Split 2, we've got Borderless, HPM, the Link GRG team. We've got nude. We've got a hotline representation, Sean. And then LDAC as well. LDAC. So we've got, this is, I think, one of the bigger varieties of teams that we have competing as well. Speaking of the teams, by the way, this is a solo driver competition. However, we do still allow people to represent and sign up for teams and make teams because it's fun that way. It's cool to see. You can, kind of share liveries and share tune philosophy and whatnot between the teams. And we do actually have some team specific prizes at the end for who is the best team. The way we're balancing it and the way we're running it is only the top 3 scorers of each team actually count towards the points. And because we allow multiple sizes of teams to join. So our team size is from 3 to 10. So if you're rocking 3 people, I better hope all 3 of your people are at their best. But if you're rocking 10 people, you do have a bit of an advantage of, you can basically take off 7 of those times to make it kind of fair against the people with only 3 drivers. Yeah, the boys have their logo on all of the cars. Quick shout out, by the way, to the boys racing, and you'll see them in the credits, but we do have 2 official Patreon sponsors. We have free Wi-Fi, who unfortunately you're not going to see today in the splits. And then we've also got pretty much the entirety, kind of through Kyle, but the entirety of the boys racing team showing off and bringing us that sponsor, that Patreon sponsor. So you will see their stickers on all of the drivers' cars. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rand. We were talking about a little bit earlier. Someone said insert couch meme. We got 1 MG putting up a fight. Let's get the audio going here because it looks like they're going to start the qualifying lap. We've got 1 MG putting up a fight against 11 Lynx. And yeah, the MG has pole. The MG does have pole, actually. Big Mac Mike Boom. There you go. Look at that sick drift. Harvey warming up the tires. What did I tell you guys? Top splits. They're always warming up the tires. Let me jump over here because I think, yeah, we've got God. Yeah, we don't have 10 hems. We do have Big Mac, so we will be able to see how he performs here. Did Sean miss a check? That goof. There we go. Get him up there. Where's Sean? P9? All right. First corner. What a hero. He's getting it out of the way earlier. For those of you who haven't, Sean's, I mean, a lot of you guys probably know Sean, but Sean's a regular on our stream. And we definitely meme him for missing checkpoints. So I think he's just getting, he's just getting it out of the way. He's kind of shaking the dust off. You know what I'm saying? Got railgun here. P11. Let's jump up to, do we have audio on this one? There we go. We do have audio. Let's kind of get mid-pack here for the start. And are they off? They're off. It's official. Bit of interesting holding on to the inside there for the start. Keeping it, whoa, he made the checkpoint. He made the checkpoint. Going a little bit 3 wide. A bit of a desyncy kind of moment. Listen, it's turn 1 in Forza. It's turn 1 in Forza. You got to get used to it. We do have a hand. Speaking of, yeah, definitely an interesting start here. Look at how packed these drivers are. Holy cow, we've got probably, this is a stacked grid here. Big Mac already flying away, taking advantage of that pole position. Absolutely taking advantage of the pole. But we've got Spide in here, P3, Hand of God, P2, and a very close grid. Very close grid. Did Harvey die? Can we check on, hold on, do we have Harvey's POV? Harvey's sitting in a close P12. Might have just been a little bit of turn 1, rather lap 1 chaos. Nobody missing the start-finish checkpoint, though. I'm going to watch this here. Keeping it fairly clean. Yeah, obviously we got a bit of a smoke screen. Forza Classic there, but I'd say pretty clean there. Watching from the back of the pack. Let's jump up to Spider in P3 here. Who's already got a bit of distance between him, Hand of God. Who do we have in P4? Cool, Q. Do I have Q? I do have Q's POV. All right, let's jump onto this one here. Team Nudes driver. What a cutie railgun is. I'm going to turn this one up just a hair. A little bit quieter. All right, so drivers, this is going to be kind of our first look at the true hot laps. After a little bit of a jump there. We already are seeing a 55.6 here from P4Q. Woo, real close on the braking, but that's not going to be any contact. He's definitely breathing down Spider's neck here. We got Sean, P11, Bluey, P10, Harvey down at the back. Let's see. It's early, guys. We're 10% through this race. We are 10% through this race. And these drivers are extremely close. Unfortunately, yeah, it looked like something did happen to Harvey. That's right. Unfortunately, we do have Harvey well back. Oh, that's the wrong POV. Yeah, there must be an RC moment there. But I gotta say, Hand of God, I haven't seen this Delta layout. It's brilliant. This is the best Sim Hub layout I think I've ever seen. Hand of God, I kind of just want to stay on your POV because that split delta or that lap delta is incredible. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, Harvey got bumped out of checkpoint. Ugh, you hate to see it. Listen, at least it was early. He's got a chance to make some moves here, and yeah, RC will. We do, by the way, we do dole out penalties. It's on a submission basis, so basically if you submit something, we take a look at it. We have basically a whole team that looks at it and kind of votes on what the penalty should be if there is one. God, we got Hand of God maybe making some moves here. It's fun. I love seeing the Sim Hub overlays because looking at Delta specifically is actually really interesting. I'm gonna jump back here to Q, kind of get the look at P4 here because this lets us look at the top half. And unfortunately, we don't have Tenhems or VTib's POVs, I don't believe. But Warner Bros, who just made it in. Again, we're running into these situations where people who are just barely making it in the split seem to be doing actually fairly well. We've got Warner Bros, who is P12 in split 2 here, currently sitting mid-pack at P6. You love to see it. And then oh no, we got Crypto back. There you go. All right, anyone who's rooting for Harvey. Harvey's up into P11. Maybe some good battles there between those two guys. I gotta say though, honestly, they're still not too far back. We do have the top 4 here breaking a little bit away from the pack. I gotta say, we're kind of sitting on a 2-2 situation with Q and Spiden and Big Mac and Hand of God. But everybody's pretty close here in the top 4 with a little bit of distance there. Look at how close that braking is. Riding the curb a little bit, but that's kind of at a speed where you're comfortable doing it. I would say generally speaking, you know, you don't want to be riding the curb there on turn 1, but if you're just trying to, if you're stuck behind a driver and you're trying to just kind of keep it on the inside, I feel like that's definitely kind of where you want to be. God, look at how close they're cutting into these checkpoints as well. Harvey versus Crypto. Yeah, you guys predicted it. You guys are getting it. Well, maybe I'm going to try and keep an eye on their little green dots and see if they get close. We'll have to see here. We've got a 55.5 here, by the way, from Q. I'm going to jump over to Spiden and see what Spider's looking at, because it looks like there's a little bit of space between the top 4 here. We got another 55.54. Let me jump up to God. A little bit behind on the stream here. We got a 55.51, and then Big Mac. We do have Big Mac's POV with a 55.6. So Big Mac's got some work. We'll jump back to that one. Big Mac's got some work to do. He's got 3 drivers who have faster laps currently, who all have faster laps breathing down his neck. And Big Mac, by the way, again, is our 1 MG driver in the entire grid. Spiden with a 55.3 today. Yeah, Spiden with a 55.3 here. Spiden's flying. Q's close behind. I'm going to stick on Q here just because that gives us, there you go, a good 360 view. A good view of the entire top 4. We still have Tenham, VTib, Warner Bros. Sitting 5, 6, 7. Let me see if I can get a look at the dots here to see if Crypto's maybe making a move on Harvey or if Harvey's pulling up. Yeah, not quite. I mean, ultimately, you know, I know we can't see splits between the drivers, and I would love to see that, by the way. But I gotta say, we still got 20 laps, more than 20 laps to go. If Harvey and Crypto can pull through, they are absolutely still in a case where they can make a move. And listen, we never know. Sean might miss another checkpoint. Sean might miss another checkpoint. Only I do actually have an ultra wide. Is somebody rocking ultra wides? Oh, sorry. Kind of scan through here. Kind of scan through. Are the streamers aware when I'm on their POV? No, they aren't actually. We obviously, like, they agree to have their POV shared. I'm not like sneaking on them or anything like that. But no, the streamers don't get any sort of notification unless they have my stream up that their POV is live. And yeah, again here, Q's POV looks like a good one to watch. Almost running 3 wide here with Big Mac, Spiden, and Hand of God coming out of the hairpin. The gap is closing here. We did have a bit of a gap from Spiden and Hand of God, but there was a little bit of contact there, but Spiden was actually able to hold on to that. Might have been a desync in the positive. We got another spin from Q, doing the 360. Doing the 360, you love to see it. Absolutely, top 4. Look at how far top 4 is pulling away here from the rest of the pack. And we don't have too many moves. It looks like everybody's defending their position here pretty well. Q just really closing the gaps on these corner entries. And Hand of God is right on Big Mac, just kind of looking, looks like, yeah, Q and God both just looking for a chance to pass. Hand of God's gonna be making a move. Hand of God side by side with Big Mac. Big Mac's gonna get the advantage though here. Hand of God's not gonna be able to lock it in. Right back on his tail. Spiden here entering the mix. Q running a little bit wide on that one, probably just playing a little bit safe. And does Hand of God have a better exit coming out of the corner? He's gonna jump into the slipstream. All 4 drivers here sitting on it. Is God gonna try and make an inside move here? It looks like he's not. No moves to be made. Look at how beautiful this is. I gotta say, I love watching this driving. This is, yeah, the hottest foursome of the year. We do have a potential shakeup here. Spiden moving it on the inside with Q. It's gonna dive back right in the same. No one's making mistakes here. This is gonna be a big spot though, where you might see Hand of God again going side by side. We've got Q kind of running inside on the track a little bit. And Big Mac keeps it locked. Just barely. Actually, no, Hand of God's gonna go for it. Hand of God gets P1 here. Big Mac falling back. Got to the inside here on the last hairpin. Q making a potential move on Spiden. Not quite gonna lock it in. But God is gonna hit P1 here. The MG has been taken down. The MG has been taken down. Spiden still holding on to P3. Q fell a little bit back on that one. And we still have an incredibly close race here with the top four. Look, the top three are literally not even a foot apart.
Oh my fucking god!
I don't know whose audio that was.
Fucking serious?
Wait, whose audio was that? I don't know whose audio that was, but I'm so sorry for whoever that is. I think, was that Warner? Some of you guys recognize the voice? Oh no. Oh no, Warner at the back. Well, I still see him in P10. I see, oh, well, no, actually Warner, no, I'm sorry. Warner was actually in P8. Yeah, Warner looks like he might have gotten bumped down. And by the way, we do have Q here on the inside with Spiden. Oh yeah, Sean moving up into P8. We are having some interesting things. I want to stick on this because this is so close here in the top four. But there's definitely some drama happening at the back of the grid. Q with a nice late break. Coming into turn one, keeping it really nice and clean here. And I think locking in the spot here. I think locking in the spot. Yeah, he's gonna hold it through the hairpin. Spiden's still right on him, you can see him. But we do have now God in P1, Mac in P2, Q P3, Spiden. And then we have Bluey actually moving up into P6, passing Tenhem. Sean P8, Railgun P9. And unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened. Or if we'll see that in race control after the race. But Warner moved down a couple spots here. I'm going to see maybe if on the back straight or if on the start-finish straight, if we can see some of those dots. Yeah, the track's not quite built for that. But, you know what? Let's actually jump back here. Oh, wait. We have Hand of God. Hold on. Running wide. And Big Mac. Big Mac going into it. So Hand of God losing the position. Yeah. Hand of God losing the position. And Big Mac holding on to P1 here. See, this is why it's so hard to switch off of these POVs. I'm going to jump back here, though. Looks like we've got a little bit of space. And let's check out Harvey, who is in P11, right behind Warner Bros, right behind Railgun, right behind Sean. Let's see, do we have Crypto here? And we do have Crypto in an unfortunate distant P12 here. For now, how many laps in are we? We're about halfway through the race. About halfway through the race. And it's still middle towards back of the pack is absolutely anybody's game. We got a 55.455 here from Harvey. 55.298 here from Spiden. What's Hog sitting at? Hog got a 55.466, getting a little bit of a bump from Spiden there. Yeah, we got Q up into P2. This is why it's so hard to switch off of these POVs, actually. Q into P2. With Hand of God P3. With Spiden breathing down his neck. The top four here is all over the place. Top four is all over the place. I'm going to jump into mid-pack here, Bluey, real quick. Just kidding. I don't have Bluey's POV. Let's go to Sean, who's holding on here. Oh, running a little bit wide. We got Railgun. Tenhem. Yeah, anybody's game here at the back of the pack. Let me jump over here. Hand of God. So let's actually hang out on Spiden here. Let's hang out on Spiden for a little bit. And we have Big Mac, Q, Hog, Spiden still incredibly close. Big Mac again, looks like he's pulling away a little bit, I gotta say. What's Big Mac's best lap? Oh, hold on, we have got, oh no, Hand of God's not gonna be able to move quite yet, but Hand of God and Q, incredibly close. A 55.5 from Big Mac. 55.5 from Big Mac, and he's still holding on to a P1. Chalk it up to good racecraft and good moves here. And holding on to that P1 spot. Spiden losing a little bit of time here. Losing a little bit of time here. He might be falling back from the top 4. It's tough to see, but he's got an incredible best lap. Take a quick jump over here to Hand of God, who's side by side right now with Q, but he's not going to be able to hold it. Still going to be running outside on the hairpin. Let's see if anything happens here. Looks like he's trying to go inside. He's again going to be side by side, but that will put him outside coming to the next corner. He's fighting for it, but he just isn't able to lock in a potential pass. I'm going to jump over here. Again, we're a little bit behind on this one, but a 55.4. 55.4 from Hand of God. And let's see, do I have Q? I do have Q here. Look at him, gonna be pretty much side by side getting into the slipstream. Q with the 55.4. So of our top 4 drivers here, Spiden, who's actually in P4, has our best lap. And Sean, yes, Sean moved down to P11. Oh no. Listen, it's got to be a missed checkpoint. There's nothing else. Sean down into P11. That's going to put Bitcoin. Oh, and fighting there with Harvey. You can see the name cards swapping back and forth. God again running side by side with Q, but I think this battle is slowing them both down a little bit. And that's just letting Big Mac walk away. Yeah, Sean with those 360 entries. Harvey now up into P10 with kind of that early upset. We got VTib P5. Bluey still holding on to the P6. Ahead of Tenham. Railgun P8. Warner P9. Lots of positions changing hands here. Midway through the race. Yeah, battling always costs time. Generally speaking, absolutely true. Absolutely true. It's just going to be a matter of if they can resolve the battle, if you will. And if somebody can push up and fight against Big Mac here. And interestingly enough, again, we've got our fastest lap driver sitting in P4. Fastest lap driver sitting in P4. Would you say about 1.5 seconds from first to second? Let's do a little bit of a count here on the back straight. We got Spiden maybe bunching up a little bit. Yeah, Spiden made some moves there. You can see VTib not too far behind, actually. VTib actually might enter the top battle here. Let me jump over to that POV. Well, hold on. I wanted to check checkpoints here. So we got 1,000, 2. Yeah, it's about a second and a half. That's probably dead on. About a second and a half to lead. Oh, here we go. We got Hand of God running a little bit wide, trying to come inside and correct his line, but Spiden was right there. Spiden was right there, taking advantage of it. Isn't going to be able to lock it in, though. Oh, but he is going to get it here. He is going to go for it here, and that's going to put Spiden in, I'd say, a safe P3. And that's going to mean Q does not have to battle right now. And if Spiden can break away here from Hand of God, which Hand of God's right on him, if he can catch up here, that might spell a little bit of pressure here for Big Mac. Because right now, it looks like Q is actually already closing that gap. Spiden's got some work ahead of him, though. Let me jump over here. Oh, that's right, I don't have his POV. Hold on, let me just close that. I keep thinking I have VTib's POV because I have his stream. But unfortunately, I think wasn't able to get that one running, which is no worries. We still have quite a few POVs here. No, P1 is not able to run away at all. There's definitely less than 1.5 seconds between Q and Big Mac right now. And you can still see God close behind. VTib actually incredibly close as well. Do I have Bluey? I don't have Bluey either. Dang it. But we're actually, there might be some new drivers entering the mix here. Because I think, I can't quite tell if it's, actually I should have looked right there. Let me see, let me jump back to Hand of God here. 100% we've got VTib close behind. I think Bluey, yeah, Bluey still has a little bit of distance. Bluey has a little bit of distance here. We have Harvey moving on, we got Harvey towards the back. Yeah, moving on Warner, absolutely. With a 55-4-5-5, Warner gonna be playing a little bit more of a defensive line on the inside. With stack 3, there's Sean kind of making an appearance. You love to say it. You love to say it. Harvey fighting with Warner. Gonna be a little bit side by side, but again, outside, he's not gonna be able to get it. Dude, yeah, the delta from Hog is amazing. It seriously is one of my favorite things. God, look at that braking. Holy cow. That, by the way, I don't know if you can hear it. You're seeing that, you're seeing the engine braking a lot here. By the way, we've got Railgun and Tenham side by side down the main straight here. Tenham's gonna end up behind. Oh no, he's going on the inside actually. Tenham might be able to lock in advance here. Oh, but no, Railgun, look at that defensive play. Is gonna hold on to it. Holy cow. Great mid-pack racing here. Railgun holding on to a P7. P7 with Harvey. So close. Harvey, oh, potentially almost going for an outside move. Side by side Warner on the outside. You'll love to see it. Railgun breaking away here. Tenham losing a little bit of space. We got Sean, Warner, and Harvey so close right now. Warner looking for a good exit, but is gonna tap, or sorry, Harvey looking for a good exit, but is gonna tap Warner, and that's gonna hurt his momentum a little bit coming onto the back straight. Look at how close the back of the pack is here. We still have God, Spiden, Q, Big Mac sitting in P1 through 4. I will say here, Spiden is potentially making a move on Q. I'm keeping an eye on it, but isn't able to quite hold it in. So I'm gonna keep it locked on here for just a little bit longer. Running pretty wide. Wait, do we have a missed checkpoint? Who was that? Was that Tenham with the missed checkpoint? Oh no, I totally missed that. Oh no. So that's Railgun's gonna be locking it in here then for that P7. We do have Harvey again, just trying to get the pass on Warner, but Warner's playing it pretty good. Gonna be stuck on the outside a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna jump up here real quick. You just get a check on the top 3. We've got Hand of God a little bit behind the top 3, but Spiden, Q, and Big Mac, man, so close. We got Q kind of running on the inside. Look at that braking, man, from Hog. Holy cow. Made up literally all of that time. Literally just made up all of that time with that good engine brake. Holy cow, man. Incredible catch up there. Oh, he's gonna be running inside. That's a little bit rough there from Hand of God. Got kind of pushed around, had to make the checkpoint. Is he gonna give it back to Spider? No, he's not. He's gonna hold on to it. That's gonna push Spider back. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what. Oh, and then Spider coming in. Wait, and then we have VTib. VTib coming in as well. Holy cow, what is going on, you guys? What is going on? Spider now in P5, Hog P4. VTib holding on to the inside here, just barely in P3. Holy cow, you guys. And there's only 5 laps left. Yeah, big plays. Big plays, you can't say they're not. Holy cow, man. Hand of God now putting the pressure on VTib. We got Spide in P5. Let's see. Bluey, yeah, a bit of a distance here. So now we have 5 people. VTib was able to make up the gap. Again, Hand of God running so far inside on that hairpin. I don't know if that's just an attempt to chase or make up time. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, he's pulling a sick drift on it. But he's holding off Spiden for now. Let me get a quick look at laps here. I want to see if Spiden's maybe made any moves. We have a 55.448 here from Hog. Still at 298. Big Mac still with a 55.4. I mean, still not bad. I gotta say though, across the board, generally speaking, these drivers are struggling a bit more to match their qualifying pace. I think our best one, let's see, where was Spiden? Wow, Spiden, guys, Spiden qualified with a 55.299 and is currently sitting at a best lap of 55.298. You can't say the man's not consistent. I mean, come on. He beat his qualifying time. Holy cow, you love to see it. The gains, the huge gains from Spiden. Oh man, you love to see it here. Spiden though, still sitting in a pretty distant P5 in comparison to P1 here. It looks like Q and Big Mac might be the battle at the end here. I don't know if VTib or Hannah got, oh, we got Spiden. Uh-oh, running wide. Now that's really gonna hurt him, hitting the curb a little bit on the inside of the last turn. He's gonna have to make that up for sure. Let me jump over here to Q. Q again, right on. Q, by the way, with did I notice that? Was that his last lap, a 55.389? Right on Big Mac here, potentially making a move for P1. But it's gonna come down to whether or not Big Mac makes a mistake. Let's see what the exit out of the back straight hairpin looks like. Very different lines between the two drivers. But I don't think it's going to be enough here. Big Mac actually getting a pretty solid pull away, I'd say. Q is looking good, though. Gaining on him actually just a hair. And it is so important on this last corner to hold speed. You did see, I think I saw Q run the curb and get wide just a little bit. Look at those last minute defensive moves. We're going to have a little bit of contact there with Q pushing Big Mac. VTib still holding on to P3, by the way. Railgun P7. Sean P10. Tenhem after that missed checkpoint, sitting in a P12. Yeah, the time does seriously fly so fast in these races. Guys, we only have 1.5 laps left. There's not a lot of time to make a move, but there are still some very close battles happening across the entire race right now. There's absolutely still a chance for a shakeup here. Handbrake from Max, nothing bad for the bump. There you go. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. A bit of a little correction there, you could say. Let's see if that's going to be a fastest lap. Not quite. Look at him going inside. Big Mac, though, going to lock it off. Again, he's gaining on it, but Big Mac's holding on to the inside, so it's not going to be enough. Q is absolutely taking that corner faster, though. Running a little bit wide here. Trying to get the move on the inside. Not quite side by side, and again, the next corner being a right-hander. Oh, a little bit of desync maybe moment there. Got a little bit of desync moment there. Drivers are going to be real close on this one. We actually have, hold on. Look at VTib. Look at VTib go. Look at him. We have VTib potentially making a pass here on Q. Side by side. Oh my God, it's the last lap. Is VTib going to take it? VTib blocks him out. Holy cow, for a P2 finish. Oh my God, what a last minute move. Holy cow, man. All right, who's got the grid? Holy cow. You love to see it. VTib with a with the literal last second pass on Q, pushing Q into P3, and that's going to be your finish. Holy cow, man. What? So fun to watch. So fun to watch, man. Big Mac, by the way, holding on to the P1 in the MG. Guys, MG better than Link, confirmed. You heard it here first. Holy cow. Let me, I'm going to jump over to the casting booth here real quick, and then let's pull up those results. Holy cow. Holy, I can't believe it, man.
Shaking.
What a last minute move. I heard somebody at the, I don't know who that was. Someone just says I'm shaking. Oh, man. All right, let's pull up the results here for Split 2. Ooh, hey, Hand of God, Bringing him in, I appreciate it, dude. Hell of a race, man. Hell of a race. I should hit you up about maybe casting one of the races or something. That's something you'd want to do. But holy cow. So let's take a look here quick at best laps. I want to see, who do we have in the twos? We've got Spiden with a 298. Railgun with a 296. Beat him by .002. Holy cow, man. There's a little bit of representation for LDAC there with the best lap of the race. Holy cow. Yeah, Railgun with the best lap. Firing that Railgun off, followed so closely by Spiden in P5. And then we've got, funny enough, Big Mac just holding on to that P1 with a 55.4. Consistent 55.4. Didn't really have any serious battles to slow him down. And he managed to hold it. Absolutely phenomenal. Warner Bros. Hey, no. That's totally fine, man. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I thought it was funny. I appreciate you coming in to apologize. Totally not needed, though. It's live racing. It happens. You know, you got to express your emotions, guys. You guys have watched F1 and you hear the driver cams, them getting mad. It happens. Oh, man. Yeah, again, across the board here. Let's see. What's our slowest lap? I think that might be from Warner, a 55.593. And then right next to, actually, that's so funny. And this is, again, one of the things I love to see so much is that we actually have our fastest lap and our slowest lap right next to each other in a P7 and a P8 finish. So, again, it just goes to show that there's so much more than just setting one fast lap. A lot more, it comes down to the racecraft, again, the luck. You know, I know a couple, especially a lot of these guys at the back, it seems like there was definitely a little bit of chaos, and I'm sure we'll have to take a look at some of it. But absolutely incredible, man. And yes, again, a third of a second between our fastest and slowest laps. You'll love to see it. Yeah, a little bit of a random angry Warner. Oh, man, guys. All right, I'm going to jump it over here to the cast, to the casting booth. I got to get a sip of water. And then I got to get us prepped. Here for Split 1, which is almost going to be accurate for a split graphic. Let me get that ready to go here, actually. But it's almost ready. So, guys, I'm going to jump over to another ad break. So you're going to get to hear me from the past again in weird volume because I got to fix that. Hey, Harvey, thank you for bringing him in. Yeah, I'm going to prep us all for Split 1. So, guys, hang tight, and we'll see you for the hottest race of the day, Split 1. Let's do it. Hi, I know you were just watching me live, but this is Hokey from the Past here to advertise our Patreon page. This is specific to the HTCC, so all of the funds go to the people that help this league run. So our graphics artists, scorekeepers, race coordinators, and more all get a piece of this pie. So if you're enjoying watching the HTCC, or even if you're a competitor and you want to show your appreciation, this is the place to do it. And you even get cool perks like your name in the show credits or discounts on awesome merch items like this cool sticker that I have right here, or the shirt above me, which I have right here that's got a cool HTCC logo on the front and on the back. It's got the hero cars and the track schedule and who made all the tracks, and it's super cool. Or this awesome poster with all of the track artwork for Season 1 done by Ami. And there is much more for you if you choose to sign up for the Patreon. So I hope you consider it. And guys, thank you for watching the HTCC. This is Past Hokey signing off. And we're back. What's up, dudes? It looks like we're already forming up. We're getting pretty close to being ready. I'm gonna throw up. Now, the nice thing here about our Split 1 grid is that most everything is accurate. This is the most accurate split graphic we're gonna have today. Because unfortunately, Lemon was not able to make it. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up the split graphic, you guys. I'm gonna throw up from nerves and excitement because we're about to do Split 1. But Lemon unfortunately was not able to make the race. So Lemon has been replaced with Albant, who qualified with a 55-220. 55-220. And then everybody else, oh, my wife, hi wife. Hi in chat. Everybody else should be accurate. So we've got Mars in P1, Eclipse, Ghost, Breezy, Barcode, Green on ESV now. The Root or Dog, Ads, Ardno, Pav, Unfolded, and then not Lemon. We got Albant taking over for Lemon. So let me get the POVs a little bit better set up here. I'm sitting on Mars at the moment. Let's see, are we going to get one from Eclipse? Maybe.
You got this, guys. You got this.
There's Breezy. Yeah, I still don't have a couple POVs. I don't have them from Ghost, Eclipse, or Barcode, which are going to be POVs I want to see. So I hope those guys are turning on their streams. Here we go. We're coming through for a lot of other ones. I actually have to get Albance. That's right. So hold on, let me do that. Because that one I didn't have because he was a last minute swap. So let's get Alb. There we go, get him set up. Yeah, which by the way, worth mentioning that Green was our season 0 winner. Green was our season 0 winner. Performed extremely well in the 3 races. What do we have? I think Green won 2 and Ghost won 1 of our races. So we got a couple returners here, and then obviously a lot of familiar faces if you're familiar with the competitive community. Yeah, and it's also worth saying that we do have a driver on wheel. Oh, did Suman win one? Maybe Suman won instead of Ghost? I'm sorry, my memory is foggy. But hold on, I gotta jump over here. Check out the Mars POV. Looks like Mars is actually getting it ready here to go. Did Suman win P2? Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to mention this, guys. Doggerbot, who in game you're going to see is the Root, right? The Root 09, is playing on wheel. So guys, we have a Split 1 wheel player. You'll love to freaking see it, man. You'll love to see it. I can't believe we have a Split 1 wheel player, and I'm really excited. I have his POV, right? I do have his POV. Good. Because I love seeing wheel POVs. I have his pedals. I really hope he doesn't have a pedal or a wheel cam on, because nobody wants to see that. But I do want to see his POV. No, nobody wants to see his actual wheel cam. That would I think get us banned off Twitch. I got to be honest. No, you don't. I promise. Here, I'm just kind of unmuting everybody. Sorry for the little pops of audio there. We actually had a deal where if Dog wins the HTCC, I'll send him my old pedals. That was the trade. But he said he got new pedals. So who knows? Yeah, it's unreal. I'm getting a report. Are we down one person? Are we going to be running 11 for split 1 here? Tom. He got pedals a couple months back. Thank goodness. They're probably already gross. ESV Griffin coming in with the ESV support. Kermit? Okay. Kermit is I think somebody said earlier that he was still at work. All right. Fair enough. Eclipse? Is Eclipse here? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull out somebody's POV here. Yeah. Fan Goose, that probably won't last long. AR12 averages like 2 to 3 or like 3 to 500, I feel. Especially if he's playing Forza. But hey, listen, cool. Thank you guys all for hanging out here. I appreciate it. Buy him a Steam Deck. Are we going to get Eclipse a Steam Deck? So he can play on the go? What is he doing? He's still at work? Oh man, that is our P2 qualifier, by the way. So might give Mars a bit of a run if he doesn't have his teammate to compete with. Yeah, so speaking of teams, by the way, we have actually a little bit of a variety here. We've got GRG, Ghost, the expat, the GRG. I guess that's the wrong order of that, but we've got GRG, ESV, GRT. We've got an LDAC driver as well, Ardno, and then we've got a Nuts driver, Pav, and HPM. Sorry, forgot about HPM from Unfolded. So we're actually still in top split here, rocking. How many teams is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 teams here. We do have a lot of ESV representation. We got Mars, we have Eclipse, we have Barcode, and we have Green now, who's now on ESV. But I guess that might actually be one down if Eclipse doesn't show up. So we might be still definitely some ESV domination, but you got some Goliath in there. Yeah, Unfilled, it's still going strong. No nuts with you, Pav. You're the only nut. If Eclipse doesn't show up, get Big Mac. Yeah, that'd be an interesting way to do it. Fill it with the P1 winner from Split 2. Give him another shot at it. Yeah. I think we're gonna end up running 11 here. I'm obviously not in the channels to see it, but I am guessing Eclipse is probably not gonna be able to make it in time. But we'll see. It's go time. Are we ready? Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You are.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me jump over here. Get Split 1 on the grid. We're looking at Mars here. Mars POV, who is pole position. I know this is going to come as a surprise to a lot of you, but we have Mars in pole. Yeah, unfortunately, no Xander. I think Xander's in the league. I think Xander couldn't make it to this race. Or maybe just the timing in general didn't quite work out for him. But yeah, Xander, yeah, no Birdie either. That's right. Are they both in the league? I know, I'm like 90% certain. Yeah, Xander had some poor timing. Bummer, because those guys were both incredibly quick. Xander, I think, had our fastest qualifier in Season 0, if I'm remembering correctly. NFS 2012, you're in the right place, my guy. Let me, okay, so we don't have a POV here from Eclipse because he's not here. Let me kind of reorder this just a little bit. Oh, Xander. Wait, Xander didn't do it. Or maybe I'm just missing a meme. And then, do we have Breezy up here? Yeah, we do have Breezy up here. Yeah, unfortunately, Eclipse, I think, probably wasn't able to get home in time, is my guess. Yeah, it looks like we're going here. So we still have 10 POVs. Do I have that right? Yeah, because we got Hellman.
Downloading it.
Live sappy reaction. Let's go over to Unfolded. Watch Mars. Yeah, so worth mentioning, by the way, here. We have, for the first time, our drivers running sub 55 times. Yes, I did notice Unfolded was a bit loud. I'll have to do some audio balancing kind of as we switch between. But yeah, we have Mars with a 54.8, 815. Eclipse, unfortunately not here, with a 686. Ghost with a 968. Breezy with a 970. Barcode with a 979. And then Green brings us to our first 55. Do I not have... Oh, no, I muted Mars. There we go. All right, let's... should we jump middle of the pack here? Let's see. Who should we... Do I have Breezy's POV? Yeah.
Behind Mars.
Breezy's going to be P4. You know, I've got Green's POV, too. We'll do Green. Green's mid-pack. Yeah, Doggerbot. Hold on, this is loud, isn't it? There we go. We're on Green at the moment. It's weird seeing him in a red ESV livery. And yeah, again, guys, the Route 09 Doggerbot is on a wheel. Can I jump over to his POV? Yeah, look at that. Running the hood cam. This one might actually be a fun one to watch. Look at, is that Green going wide? No, that's Breezy. That's Breezy. The race hasn't started yet. Yeah. This is the formation lap. This is the formation lap. Green and Unfolded tried. Yeah, guys, please feel free to let me know if it's loud, because it's a little bit off for me. But yeah. They're getting the Rams out early. Yeah. Troot says 8 out of the 12 liveries are mine. Well, Troot, listen, that means you win no matter what. You win no matter what. Here we go. ESV out in full force here. Let's see if they can bring it home. And the final split has begun for the HTCC. All right, let's see it. If anyone's going to keep it clean on turn 1, it's these guys. Not too bad. Whoa. Green getting kicked around. Ooh, Barcode almost missed a checkpoint. They're good. I think we're all clean. We're all in. Green already trying to get inside Barcode here. Listen, clean as far as Forza perspective. It's a perspective, guys. It's a perspective. All right? I've seen real life races way worse than that. Yeah, Ghost in P2 right now. Breezy P3. We got Green running real outside. I was about to say Root might be able to get the pass on him, but not quite. Mars obviously holding on to that P1. I'm curious if Mars is going to have... I want to see which of these guys are running Sim Hub right now, because I love looking at the deltas. But let me jump over here. I want to see how close Oops, sorry. Hold on. Fix. There we go. We got Ghost right on Mars. Now, granted, this is our first true hot lap here, but Ghost is again the closest qualifier in the race right now, and also you love to see it on another team. So we have right now the Gentleman versus ESV. Looks like he's getting moving a little bit back here. Mars is obviously kind of having the advantage of starting in pole. A little bit of a wide line from Ghost there, but I don't know if that's going to let... Mars seems to be pulling away a little bit on the straight. Let's jump back here to Green. Still sitting middle of the pack here. Yeah, let's look a little bit further back. I do have ads. There we go. Or this is Ardno. Look at how tight this is, man. Lap 4, it's still obviously early, but we've got P8 here. What a racing line. What a racing line. We got Green P5, by the way. Root P6. Ads P7. Pavin 9. Alban bringing up the booty. Bringing up the booty. It looks like no missed checkpoints or anything. You love to see it, man. Arno, which I think is in a full Vanta Black livery. I didn't even notice that at first. Oh, you love to see it. Potentially getting a move there on Ads, but Ads is holding on to it pretty well. Let me jump back here. See where Green's at. Green's still sitting onto a healthy mid-pack here, P5. Looks like Barcode maybe getting inside Breezy. Not quite. Breezy's gonna hold it. I see some horns going off. Oh my God. Of course it's the BBC. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna jump over here to our wheel POV. Let's see how close Dog is. Yeah, Dog holding on pretty dang close to Green. Yeah, Barcode P4. Mars still holding on to a pretty safe P1 at the moment. He's checking behind him down the back straight here. Jump back to this Barcode. Hold on, I don't have Barcode. I think I have Breezy. I've got Breezy. Barcode's breathing down his neck. We'll stick on Green here and see if dude, Ghost, Breezy, and Barcode, less than a car length between them. Yeah, this is the POV to watch, at least for right now. 100%. We got Barcode again going inside. But I honestly, I don't know if that's necessarily just being short-sighted or not. Because it is going to push you on the outside. I mean, maybe, it's tough to say. I don't want to, it's almost hard commenting on their driving because Barcode is so much better than I am. I am just an ant to Split One's driving tactics here. But yeah, we do have Barcode pulling back a little bit off of Breezy. Mars still not pulling away here. Definitely in a healthy enough lead, but I mean that's a car length and a half, maybe 2 car lengths here to Ghost. Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously Mars has experience. I mean all these guys have experience, but if Mars can be consistent, I'm really curious here if we've got a sub 55. We do have Green here with a 55-105. I'm gonna jump up to Mars here because it doesn't look like any passes are gonna happen at this instant. Oh, Mars is playing no UI. We do have a 55-058 here though from Ghost in P2, who is absolutely, and his Delta's looking good. He actually might get a sub 55 here. I'm gonna hold it on here for just a minute. Oh, that's Delta. He must have, I'm guessing he has Delta. No, because Delta against last. I think we're gonna see a 54. Which means Mars did a 54. There we go. We've got a 54-930. And that, again, I'm sure means Mars must have a 54 as well. Let me jump over. I don't have Barcode, right? I do have Breezy. Breezy here in P3, still sitting on the 55s. A real low 55, though, with a 55-078. Breezy's a little bit quiet here. Let's bring that up. Mars could run consistent 54. I mean, if he can, I gotta say, though, man, Ghost is putting up a hell of a fight here. Absolute hell of a fight for P2 and 1. Look at him. When the track slows down a little bit in the hairpins, he is on him. I'm going to jump back to Green here again behind Barcode. Turn that down a little bit for you guys. Who's still sitting on that 55-1. I wish I could see Barcode, kind of the middle there. Let me actually get rid of that POV because I don't have it. There we go. And Root, unfortunately, I gotta say, listen, to me, I know Doggerbot's good. I know there are some good wheel players out there. But to me, it's still so wildly impressive watching a wheel driver sitting mid-pack with some of the best, literally some of the best drivers in the game. It's unbelievable to me. It's absolutely unbelievable to me. Sitting P6. What's his lap at? Hold on. We're gonna see any moves here. We got Green coming real close to Barcode. I might jump. Oh, Green running a little bit wide though. Yeah, I mean, Doggerbot with a 55.029. Dog with a 55.029. That's it just blows my mind. Having driven Forza on a wheel, you know, don't get me wrong. I think in these cars, it's better than some, but that still is seriously so impressive to me. So impressive to me. Yeah, the ESV liveries are phenomenal. Again, all the liveries. You guys, Season 0 just shocked me with how good the liveries are. Oh, we got Barcode, Breezy, and Green. Right next to... Ghost, by the way, still hanging on to Mars. I want to say the gap is opening up a little bit. Mars might be pulling away, but... I mean, look at this. You got the top 5 drivers all... within roughly, you know, a second and a half of each other. Seriously. Yeah, you mean the boys' livery. Right. All the liveries are the boys' liveries. Oh, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. No, seriously though, the ESV liveries are extremely hot. Are those your work, Troot? Are those your work? Closing the gap, Green. Barcode not able to make the move. The fear here, though, is that, again, you know, same situation. These battles are going to slow the drivers down. And, you know, Ghost, he's still got a good chase on Mars, but Breezy, Barcode, and Green have been neck and neck, and they're fighting. They're fighting, so it's going to push them back a little bit here. And we might see Ghost and Mars continue to pull away. God, look at how close these guys are, though. Absolutely incredible to see. Yeah, ESV liveries give you +1 grip, -1 drag. So elusive, you could say. Elusive motorsports. It all makes sense, guys. It's all coming together. We're cracking it wide open here. All right, I'm going to jump over. I want to see Ghost. You know what? I'm going to wait actually after the hairpin because we might see something here in the hairpin. These guys are just so close. But again, none of them are making mistakes. Green again. Green is holding it pretty wide. 55.039, by the way, from Green. 54.930 still from Ghost. Let me jump up to Breezy here. And still a 55.053 from Breezy, dude. He's holding on, man. He's holding on to the top 3. You got to admire it. You got to admire it. Let me see. Yeah, Dog is definitely a little bit back here. Still not too much. Get a count here. 1,000, 2, 1,000. About 2 seconds behind Green. As we're sitting here in lap 12. Just a little over a third of the way through the race. And especially with P3, 4, and 5. This is anybody's game. Looks hard to pass in this. Listen, it's a short track. It's pretty tight in the, I don't know if you want to call it the infield, but if you can gain coming out of the last hairpin, or if you can maintain speed coming out of the last corner, those are kind of your best shots. You do see a lot of people making moves on T1, and a little bit in the hairpin here. Green running up onto the curb. Again, just trying to get up aside Barcode, but just isn't able to make it. Isn't able to make it. Yeah, everyone here. I mean, well, I don't know if Ghost is... I think Ghost might be out of slip range. I gotta say, it does look like we do have the top 2 here, starting to walk away a little bit. Barcode, but I almost went for a move there. Ended up going a little bit wide. Is gonna give Green the chance again to make up the gap, but it looks like Green might be falling back a little bit. Barcode and Breezy. But it's so... I mean, at one corner and they're back on each other. Yeah, we've had... dude, the split 2 final corner outside pass on the last corner is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. But yeah, we got Breezy still just barely holding on against Barcode here, man. Ghost still holding on to that P2. Mars obviously sitting in a healthy P1 here, and it's only getting healthier. It's only getting healthier. I wish I could see Mars's data. But he's full focus mode, no HUD, nothing to distract him from his perfect pace. His 54.815 quali, which, let me jump over here. Let me jump over here. I just want to see if Barcode's maybe going to go for it. Not quite. Yeah, Breezy still sitting there, Yeah, no new laps here. 55.029 from Root. Let's check out the back of the pack here real quick. We do have Ardno fighting with Ads. Did somebody say? Oh, it looks like Ads actually got the pass back on Ardno here. Ardno sitting in P8. Pav P10, Albant P11 with Unfolded in 9. Pretty close to the qualifying grid here for the back of the pack. Oh, here we go. I do have Pav muted and not on the right thing. Pav towards the back here. The BBC, we've got a couple. This one's shinier here than Ardno's. Yeah, we're rocking 2 of them. Unfolded here. We do have, there we go, Ardno getting the pass, but Ads holds it again. Great battle, and that's going to give Unfolded the chance to move up here. We're going to have to keep an eye on this one. I've got to watch the top and the bottom because there are some great battles going here. Yeah, this one's a little bit louder here. Hold on, let me turn that down just a hair. Looks like they've kind of settled it out a bit. Let's see if Ardno can get a better break here. Coming to the hairpin. This is going to be the decider. Everyone's super clean on the hairpin. No one's going to be making any gains there. Let me check on Green here real quick. Again, Green backing away a little bit. We still have Barcode and Breezy fighting so freaking close. And then Ghost and Mars absolutely kind of starting to walk away here from the pack. So it looks like over halfway through the race, this might be a battle for third. This might just be a battle for third. If Mars and Ghost don't make any mistakes, I think that might be 1 and 2 locked in. And it's just a question of if Breezy can continue to hold off Barcode here. Barcode has been making Breezy sweat this entire race. I have never seen Barcode more than a car length behind Breezy. And again, I think that battle is just giving Green the advantage here to stick kind of behind him. And so I'm really curious if one of those drivers can break away. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me jump back here. We do have Ads sitting above Ardno. And again, guys, the entire grid here is so freaking close. So freaking close. Holding about 120. That's one of the big differences you're seeing here. Big differences you're seeing with this final split is if you look at how much speed they're holding on that final corner, you'll notice that towards the back, a lot of the splits, a lot of the drivers are kind of dipping down into around maybe the 115. Oh, we got Ardno again going for the switchback on Ads. Unfolded super close, man. And Ardno's going to hold on to it. The BBC making the move. The BBC making the move. I got to still keep an eye here. A couple of great fights. And then Ads is going to take it back on the inside, side by side down the straight. Who's going to get it here coming into the final corner? Looks like Ardno actually is going to have the speed advantage. And Ads is not going to try and go inside. Now he's going to get behind him. And Unfolded is coming up here a little bit on the outside. And Ardno flying ahead, locking it in. See if we can get a little switchback from Unfolded here. Not quite enough. But Ardno pulling ahead, and then we've got Ads and Unfolded. 2 purple liveries as well. Love it. BBC locking it in. Locking it in. Absolutely, man. Let me check back here. Dude, again, same thing. Breezy is given the fight of his life with Barcode. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. I'm going to jump back here, but again, I got to keep that one on speed dial. I got to keep that one on speed dial. Let me double check I've got that here. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. But yeah, Unfolded, Ardno, Ads, spreading out a little bit actually. Dude, Breezy is I am, that is a challenging, it's extremely hard for a driver to defend the whole race. And Barcode, again, like I said, has been literally a car length behind him the whole race. It's just unbelievable watching the driving between these guys. Again, I've got it up on the second screen here, watching kind of all the POVs. At no point is oh, hold on. We do have oh, okay, I was going to say, I had to jump over to that one super quick. I thought Barcode might be able to make the move on that one, but wasn't quite able to lock it in. Look at that. Not even dipping. Oh, just barely dipping to 120 on the back straight. That's what I was going to mention earlier, is that these top split drivers on the back corner are able to maintain about 5 miles an hour faster than some of our low split drivers, where you're seeing him perfect what you'd think would be a simple line in a simple corner. You're seeing them absolutely maximize every mile per hour out of that. And it matters a lot because out of that corner comes the front straight. And so that's one of your best chances to pass. Hey, Ash, what's going on, man? Let me jump back here. We've got Unfolded P9, Ads, Ardno again. Root kind of stuck in the middle. Root stuck in the middle. And Unfolded right behind. Again, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. We've just got this stack here towards the mid-back pack. And then another incredibly close stack here at the top. I'm going to get a quick check here at Ghost. Just make sure kind of nothing else potential passes here. Ghost still sitting at that 54.930. We've got a 54.962 from Breezy. I think that's a fastest lap. I don't think he's been in the 54s yet. Breezy, by the way, qualified 54.970. So that is actually above qualifying for Breezy. And then Ghost here with a 54.930. Ghost was at a 54.968 in qualifying. So again, oh, sorry guys. Again, you're seeing these drivers move past incredible qualifying times. Yeah, unfortunately, we have Ads down. That's going to push Ardno into P7, Unfolded P8, Ads down into P11, and then Pav and Alban are going to get the bump up from that one. Oh, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I'm not sure if that was self-induced or if that was due to any sort of racing incident. We'll obviously take a look at that one after the race ends. But Ads, that's going to definitely be an upset. Ads who qualified P8. And we've got about 8 laps left. Still a chance. Ads is unfortunately about a full corner behind, so that is really going to hurt his chances. He's going to be kind of probably relying on somebody else to potentially make a mistake. Let me jump here and just see Ardno and Unfolded. Yeah, Ardno's got a gap here on Unfolded. Do I have Pav? Yeah, I do have Pav, the other BBC. That's right. Pav a little bit of distance to Unfolded, but with 8 laps, there's enough chance to close that gap. Absolutely. Root here kind of sitting in that awkward middle point. But I love this POV, man. Love seeing the hood cams. Love seeing the hood cams. He's just sitting, lying in wait. Just see if maybe somebody throws out a corner here. Mars for sure hits 0.8. I've got to think so. I've got to think so. You still have Ghost P2 with that 930, but let's see. Oh, we got Green here. I think also beating qualifying time. Again, guys, still, Barcode, not even a car length behind. The Root is Doggerbot, wheel player. Yeah. Bumper cam most cursed. I love it for POVs, man. It's so fun to watch. 55.039 is Green's current race time. Green qualified with the 55.022. So he's right there. He's right on qualifying pace. God, I just cannot believe Breezy's defense right now, man. I cannot believe Breezy's defense. I mean, just watching Barcode, again, going side by side here in turn 1, but it's just not enough. Breezy's not making a mistake. I can't believe it, man. I mean, obviously, huge props here to Mars and Ghost, who are just flying away. Still within car length, or still within view, but you know, getting that chance to kind of to hot lap it a little bit. And then you've got Breezy, who's managing to set incredible laps and stay close enough to the top 2, while literally for the last like 20 minutes has been defending Barcode a car away. Not even. I mean, to say that there's a car length of gap between them is doing a disservice. Those guys are literally feet, if that. Feet, if that. And we got Green. Green, again, it seems to be making up time a lot in the braking sections. Breezy is being one wide boy, absolutely. And again, I mean, almost every tight corner in these braking sections, you've got Barcode kind of coming up, scraping into that like back third of the car, kind of getting like front to back wheel, but it's just not enough. Breezy is making no mistake. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, it's worth saying, by the way, I think a lot of our drivers, if not most of our drivers, are running ABS. ABS certainly doesn't really slow you down in this, and I'll leave faster drivers to comment on this one. It might potentially be faster. You've got Green is using it. It's a little bit hard to see here. Let me jump over actually to Breezy. I can't. I think Breezy's actually not rocking. I can see he's rocking launch control, but Breezy is not running ABS. Check Ghost. I don't think Ghost is either. Green might actually be our fastest driver running ABS. Let's see. Yeah, and I wouldn't be too surprised that a wheel driver's not running ABS, but still. Green. Oh, and Mars is rocking ABS. I guess we can't see it because he's on. Oh, no. Yeah. ABS and launch control from Mars there. Still sitting in that healthy P1. Doing it for Sarah. Aw, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Oh, man. And again, dude, Barcode. Let's check towards the back here. We got ads, unfortunately, still down in the back. I'm going to jump over here. Well, let me wait after this corner, just in case. It's so scary. I'm so afraid to switch off because I feel like at any minute here, Barcode could pass Breezy. Yeah, we got Ardno. Absolutely making some moves here. Pulling up into a healthy 7. I don't know if Unfolded's going to have to hope on a miracle here. Pav here sitting in a bit of a distant P9 as well. We might be locking it in. Ads here. Again, no HUD from Ads either. And Root, who's, I gotta say, actually, not too far off of Green. I mean, there's only a couple laps. There's only a couple laps left here, but Root is managing. I'd almost say to close the gap a little bit. And again, Root's on a freaking wheel. Yeah, Root is dog. I feel like I need to like have a thing for that in the. That confused us earlier when we were. Well, it confused me anyway when we were giving out cars. Yeah, dog is dog, guys. Come on. Keep it simple, right? Eclipse in chat. Hey man, you gotta be here for race 2. Dude, Ghost put on a hell of a fight. Ghost is driving incredibly well. Mars obviously driving extremely well too. But would have been great to have you, man. But obviously no worries. Life happens. Yeah, Quali was incredibly close. Top split here, we have Quali 0.4 seconds across. 0.4 seconds across. So Mars with a 54.815, and then Albant, who got bumped up from split 2, with a 55.220. And again, I think Green every lap is just losing it just a little bit, but I just can't believe it, man. How has Breezy been able to defend Barcode for a half hour? I just can't believe it, man. I have no words. It's so fun to watch because this whole time I'm just sitting here being like, this is the corner, Barcode's gonna pass. This is the corner, Barcode's gonna pass. And then Breezy is just not letting it happen. And again, it's extremely clean. There's no shaky driving from either of these guys. There's no weird lines. Both of them are braking super well. Both of them keeping it super clean, getting close when they need to get close, backing off a little bit when they need to back off and play it safe. But again, there's literally a car length between them for 28 freaking minutes. Yeah, incredible drivers. I know I said it earlier, but as impressive as it is to see Mars and Ghost in P1 and P2, I gotta give it to Breezy here, man. If Breezy can lock it in here for the last lap, Breezy wins my love. I would have buckled under that pressure 27 minutes ago. And the fact that Breezy has been defending Barcode, who's another insanely good driver for this entire race, is just beautiful to see, man. Absolutely beautiful to see. And I think as we come into the final straight of the final lap, I think our positions are just about locked in. We're gonna have Mars with a P1, Ghost in P2, Barcode not quite able to bring it home against Breezy. Breezy holding on to the P3, man, for the whole freaking race. I can't believe it. Let's bring it over here to Unfolded for the flex finish there. Oh, man, and that is going to do it for the first race. Guys, friggin' incredible. And you do see a 54.8 from Mars. 54.846. Not quite. Guy, he wasn't able to beat his qualifier. All right? Okay, come on. His insane qualifier. There you have it, guys. Huge surprise. But we've got Mars in a P1 finish for the first race. Incredible race, guys. Incredible race. That was a really hard one to... Obviously, Green got a lot of screen time on that one. I think Green was a really good POV to watch, but it was so tough deciding between like the front half and the back half there. Unfolded and Ardno and Ads kind of going at it. It was a super fun battle to watch. What a freaking race, man. Let's pull up some results on that one. I want to spend a little bit more time looking at that. Real quick though, guys, that is it for the races today. That was split 1. Holy cow, that we actually did it. There was definitely some last minute jump around, swap around. Obviously, the graphics, I got to get the graphics worked on a little bit for 2 so I can edit these more last minute. But yeah, you guys, huge props to everybody who raced today. And huge props. Can we get a thank you to everybody who ran race control and everything? Amazing races, you guys. Amazing first race. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Hey, Mars, bringing them in. Appreciate it. Yeah, seriously, couldn't have asked for anything better from a first race. And it's just going to keep getting more interesting from here, guys. Races are every other week, every other Friday at this same time. So you're going to see me casting HTCC. Actually, next race we might have a guest caster. Or I'm going to be casting from out of town, kind of depending. We're figuring it out. But you will see someone casting the HTCC in 2 weeks. If you want any info, here, we'll jump over to this here. Let me get rid of that. If you want any info about the league, go to ForzaHTCC.com. You can check out the full schedule here. This is the event we just wrapped up, Tsukuba Circuit. Next week is a really fun one. We've got 2 tracks actually from Subi 156, and Forest Mountain is a really, really cool track. So I'm excited to see people race on this one. Both of these are pretty new tracks. Tsukuba, again, is something that a lot of people are familiar with. That is definitely not going to be the case for these races. Up next, we've got Green, fan favorite Green, with Onyx Bridge, his new track, which, again, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous track. And then we've got Magnus, actually one of the staff members and a mod of mine, who made Magione. So we're going to see that, kind of another short track similar to Tsukuba. And then again, we've got to end it up on Edel. This is one of the best custom tracks. Really challenging track, really fun track. Edel actually made us a new version of this track, slightly updated, a little bit better for competitive racing. Sausage curbs are gone. I think all the sausage curbs are gone on this one. Yeah, this is going to be a super fun final race. So yeah, guys, ForzaHTCC.com. You can check out everything here. Obviously, give us a little bit of time to update standings here from race 1, but this is where you'll be able to see all of the points for all of the drivers. And you can kind of get any more info here. These things are mostly just my links, but you can go to the Patreon, you can go to the merch store, anything like that. So yeah, that's that. I do want to I do want to look here at, where was it? I do want to look here. So yeah, 54,846. This is split one, guys, by the way. Let me actually just pull that up so it's obvious. So we had four drivers still under 55 seconds in the race. That is incredible to see, man. That is absolutely incredible to see. Yes, worth mentioning. Good question from MX. These races do apply to the FIDA ELO system. These races do apply to the FIDO ELO system. So yeah, your ranking across Racing Haven, Street Wars, Team Wars, HRA, all that stuff. It's all a unified score now, and this does apply to that. So yeah, another super exciting thing, guys. This is incredible. Unbelievable show from you guys. Looks like the MG does take home the win, but Ghost, hell of a fight, man. Hell of a fight here. 54,930. Just a couple, not even 3 seconds behind over a 30-minute race. Incredible. And then, I gotta give it up to Breezy, man. I cannot believe. Look at the laps between these two guys. 54,962, 54,953. Finished a quarter of a second off each other. And Breezy was able to defend that entire lap. Great GRT representation here. Again, unfortunately, Eclipse wasn't able to make it. I've got to think Eclipse would have been at least in this top 5 pack here. And then we've got our Season 0 winner, Green, sitting at a pretty comfy P5, again in the link here, with our, I think our first 55 time. Yeah, our fastest 55 time. So fifth fastest lap, 5th fastest to the finish. Yeah, laps are pretty close, actually. Unfortunately, we did have Ads miss a checkpoint. I'm not exactly sure what happened on that one, but Ads missed a checkpoint about midway through the race. Mars, in chat, Mars' average lap across the whole race was a 54,994. Averaged sub 55, man. Unbelievable. But yeah, again, guys, next race, none of you guys have experience with. This is going to be a fresh one. The drivers have 2 weeks to practice, but this is going to be a fresh one for a lot of drivers. Oh God, I've deleted the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, man's playing a different game. No kidding. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. This was so fun. I hope you all come hang out for race 2 and race 3 and race 4 and race 5 and race 6. And that's the end. And then we're doing a special invite only kind of race. If you want merch, there's merch. You can get merch. Ow. I just hit myself in the eye with it. It's got the track schedule and the cars. I'd show you the sticker, but it's on my car. Yeah. And if you want to join, it's open. You can join whenever you want, outside of qualifying time, but you can join. You don't have to be here from the start to join. So if anyone saw this and wants to try out for it, just head over to my Discord and all the info's there, or you can just go to the website and everything kind of funnels you there. But yeah, I'd say start with the Discord. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it. I'm going to let the credits roll here. And yeah, incredible stream, incredible day, you guys. Incredible day. There you go, guys.